Jewellery Maker between 7 PM and 9 PM throughout January for our Get Started show. We'll guide you through how to get started with step-by-step tutorials. Our talented designers will give you advice, inspiration, and introduce you to new mediums. Start off the new year with a new hobby.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
Sapphire is an incredibly important gemstone. It actually comes in a vast array of colours. I think commercially we always think of gemstones like sapphire as being blue, but it is available in pinks, yellows, greens, purples, and even vibrant tones such as orange. Sapphire itself is the birthstone for September, making it a really beautiful, unique gift if you want to personalise your collection. It's also 9 Mohs on the hardness scale, which means it's incredibly durable if you want to wear your jewellery pieces every day. Sapphire has been revered since ancient times for its beauty and its lustre. It's been used from the Middle Ages right through to modern day. Today's modern day piece in sapphire, which captures the nation's imagination, would be the engagement ring given to Princess Diana. That ring is now being worn by Kate Middleton, and we have seen a surge in people buying sapphire as the ultimate love gift.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
I tell you what, sometimes I do wish you could be a fly on the wall here in the studio. In the short breaks, it usually involves me and the guest designers just stuffing our faces, really.
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
To be fair, I brought a lot of fruit in today, but I did just have a tiny little bit of dark chocolate.
Lovely.
That's my little...
Is that your guilty pleasure? Dark chocolate?
Yeah, I do love dark chocolate. It's got to be proper dark chocolate though.
Yum, 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 yum. Do you know what else is yummy? Bringing you a brand new gemstone, one I've never seen previously before. Now, what is Stitch Tight? Now, firstly, it was a gemstone I'd never even heard of. Don't mind confessing it. I'd never heard of it before. I've never seen it in any other jeweller out there. I've never seen it in any gemstone museum. I'm sure it is in gemstone museums, but personally, I've never had an experience of it. So I did have to do a lot of research on this in the run-up, which is lovely and exciting because I can bring you sapphires, I can bring you rubies, I can bring you diamonds even. I've never done stitch type before. So what is it as a gemstone? It's a polymorph gem, firstly, and it's a beautifully opaque gemstone. So if you love that waxy luster, then this will definitely appeal to you. A very distinctive sort of lilac stroke purple gemstone, which I absolutely adore. And I'm just going to, for 1 minute, move our Botswana agate just to the back here because I want to bring these to the forefront. It is, like I said, a polymorph gemstone. So it forms alongside serpentine. So serpentine is that wonderful gemstone which is quite dark green, like an olive green, and you can sometimes see quite whimsical, sort of wing-like, feathery-like details. This is your stitch tight. It's totally and utterly natural. And this gemstone, which was first discovered in Tasmania in Australia, like I said, has got a lovely lilac tone, a purple, and often you can actually see sort of the serpentine greens maybe as a backdrop or even alongside the gorgeous gemstone. I've not seen anything quite like it in my entire life. Now, similarly to one of the world's most desirable gemstones, tanzanite, your stitch tight actually streaks white. So what that means is if you were to grind this gemstone down into a very, very, very fine powder, if you'd think like lapis lazuli, it would hold on to that intensity of blue. Actually, this gemstone streaks white, so it would actually go down to a very, very, very fine, almost colourless powder. Astonishingly rare, and as I said earlier on, I've never had the experience of being able to bring it to you, so it's a brand new gemstone to me. Wow. What a stunning gemstone. Totally agree, Deb and Val. Isn't it amazing? I love the formations that you get within. Let me just show you this one as well. Totally and utterly different. But look how you have that combination of greens. That's kind of like a backdrop. And then the flashes of pink and purple running through. I've never seen anything like it previously before. The fact that it is a polymorph means it's very, very complex. It's actually two gemstones combined in one. It's got a perfect cleavage. So again, if I was to make comparisons, I think of kyanite, which means very, very difficult to cut. So and again, maybe another reason why it's not actually on in the mainstream market, because it can very easily split down its perfect cleavage. So exceedingly rare and amazingly complex. If I hold this one up though, look how it actually has got quite a silky-like appearance. I don't know if you can see that across the screens, but it is quite a silky-like appearance. Absolutely stunning. I've never seen anything like it before, and I love it. Laura, what would you do with these?
I just love them. That one you were holding up a minute ago, where's it gone? I think it's the one that's laying down. It looked like a forest scene.
Yeah, it does.
It just makes me think of a forest scene. It just makes me think of, like, you can see the green in the background. It's almost like you've got a tree going straight across it. I think it's beautiful. That just for me, I wouldn't do anything to the front of it. The same as with those fossilised quartz. That stone is so beautiful. I would probably keep it simple, net it, and so that and net it in a very similar looking colour wire, maybe like an antique bronze, so it really blends in, so
yeah,
you really don't see that it's held, so it's just suspended. Or if you soutast around it, just something to really keep that stone
the focal point. I agree. I mean, when you've got some serpentine, similarly, serpentine, as I say, is this forms alongside serpentine. If you think about it visually, it is a very visual gemstones, and you can often sort of see sort of angelic wings, feathery like details within, quite silvery sheens running through. And when you actually get this home, you'll actually see within that lilac, within the purple, that silvery reflective, that silvery luster that you're getting. Brand new. I've never seen stitch type before, never ever have, and it's very exciting, absolutely beautiful. First discovered in Tasmania, Australia. This should be coming your way at £24 and 95 pence. Absolutely incredible deal. We'll bring it to you an introductory price. I don't know if this is the first ever stitch tight here at Jewellery Maker. I'd imagine it is. I've never seen anything like it previously before. £19 and 95 pence. Now I would recommend, this is quite a porous gemstone. I would recommend that these are in particular maybe your pendants or brooches or something like that, rather than maybe cuffs or rings. But certainly one of our most exciting new launches, Claire and Bridgend macrame wire wrap would be lovely with this. As you can still see the cabochon, totally agree, that would be amazing. So I love it. And even if you're thinking, well, I'm not particularly talented at wire wrapping, I'm not, believe me, then maybe just taking some of our beautiful purple Zari thread and actually circling it around and even securing this with some type of glue. Nothing wrong with that at all. Linda and Tim, Deb and Val, Jennifer, sorry, Emma, hello to you, Dorothy, Wendy, Anne, Debbie, Belinda, Leslie Ann, you've got yours, well done. I've got M there, Charlene, hello to you, Alison, Sarah and Jane, Abigail, you're with me as well. Excuse me. apologies, just a little bit of a tickly cough there. Either or, it's going to look amazing, and I totally agree. Allow the stitch tight to actually be the focal point, and I don't think when you've got such a beautiful visual purple, it can't fail to be. And there are very few purple gemstones actually in the gemstone world.
And that's kind of like a dusky kind of purple.
Yeah.
So it's not like what I would say a classic purple, like an amethyst purple. It's like it's a softer, again, it's that sort of softer, more pastel-y version.
I agree. Yeah, it's going to look lovely with your rose quartz.
Yeah, I just think it's beautiful, and like I said, if I would probably put it with copper wire, but then I put everything with copper wire.
You love your copper wire,
but
don't you?
Warm up that, it would bring out the warmth. That's the reason I say that, is it would make it just sort of stand out a little bit more. But I just think they're beautiful. They're just standalone on their own. They're beautiful. Really,
really are. Well done to every single one of you. Congratulations, and I know that you'll adore it. If your first experience as well, I know you'll enjoy. Moving on to all of these Zari threads, the ones at the front. I'm going to have to stand up for a minute because there's loads here. Tons and tons and tons. Bear with. Oh. Sorry, making all funny noises there. Maggie, nothing's changed. Maggie, who has directed me a few times, Maggie, haven't you? I'm still as batty. Still as batty. Nothing has changed. She's like, yes. Yes, I have experienced that. Which talk? My sheep talk. I was talking about sheep. I was talking about sheep, and pregnant sheep in particular. Did you watch that, Laura?
No.
Yeah. A pregnant sheep, or you rather, will die very quickly if it falls over. If you see, it's true, and they literally have their feet in the air. I'll quickly say it, Maggie. You've reminded me now, so I've got to say it. Literally, their feet in the air. And I used to back onto a field, and I used to see this quite a lot around the lambing season. So the farmer, who, you know, I'm always trying to be helpful, I used to do like a Starsky and Hutch style leap over the fence, you know, where you swing your legs that way. And then you swing your legs that way. When you saw a ewe on its back, because all you need to do is go up and go, yoink, yoink, and it would get up, and it wouldn't die. That's it.
It could get up, it just didn't get up.
Yeah, well, you don't lift it. If you just tap it, it kind of goes, oh, right, I'll get up, shall I? And it's fine then. True story. They're not the brightest, are they, sheep? They're not the brightest. Anyway, how about your blue overload? It's true, Kim. You know, love it. Now, I adore these Zari threads, these in particular, because I think they are quite Viking knit-esque, aren't they?
They are amazing because they save you so much time, and if you don't get on with Viking knit, or it's not for you, don't do wire work, it's brilliant because it's replicated, and it's in different colours as well.
And it is kind of wire-like, isn't it? As in the structure itself. If I just open this one here for a second, look, here we go. You can actually manipulate it in a similar kind of way that you can do to your wire mesh, in a sense. Yeah. And it is quite circular. There's nothing stopping you actually feeding. You did encasing earlier on. Actually encasing the gemstones if you wanted to, or stitching on this if you wanted to as well. Perfect for so many different walks of life, not just your jewellery making, but your interior design, thinking about card making. It'd be incredible. For those of you that love textiles and fashion, it'd be fantastic. Those of you like zhuzhing up handbags or shoes even, then certainly Zari thread is appropriate. You are getting 3 different colours of each of the different threads. These are the circular ones, which are a little bit more rope-like. And then you've also got 2 spools of each of the flat wire, as you can see, the pearlescent, the electric blue, and then the combination of the 2 as well. I love them, absolutely love them. All of this, for all of those meters, 300, should be £35.80. It's going to go a long way. Going to go a long, long, long way. How about pennies per metre? 6p per metre. And I think one of the best cheats way of you working with cabochons is with your Zari thread. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for me, because I'm a wire worker, so I don't do a lot of macrame. I don't do a lot of the kumihimo. I love the look of it. I'm just not very good at it, and I'm not very patient with it. So for me, that makes my life easier because I can incorporate that look into my designs without having to do the work if I struggle with it, which I do.
Absolutely.
So it's ready made for me.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, I'm so glad again, Laura, that you've mentioned that it's great for macrame, great for kumihimo, great for just general braiding, great for wished bracelets. I mean, I don't think that it'd be easier, to be honest, for me to say what isn't this appropriate for. Like I said, pull cords for your curtain swags. There's just so much that you could create. If you love blues, especially that electric blue, then these are going to be absolutely fantastic. Well done. Leave that with you because I have also got Zari thread coming up in different colours, which I know you'll love. And we've been busy today as well, so just nestle those that way. Pick these up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 580 metres. Oh, look at these colours. Let's just try and describe them in the colours of gemstones. So you've got your lovely buttery citrine, but it's actually got a pearlescence to it. You've got your tanzanite blue there. You've got spessartite oranges. Oh, I can't think of a silver gemstone. Silver gemstone, hematite, yeah, absolutely, well done. You've got emerald greens there, you've got your black spinel there, then you've got maybe, because this is like the pearlescent colour, I'm going to think of maybe your clear quartz. You've got, okay, this isn't a gemstone, but black and white, I'm just thinking that is quite bumblebee-like, isn't it? So black and white combination. Again, you've got the green and yellow combination, not black and white, black and yellow combination. Then you've got the green and yellow. Adore all these colours, just beautiful. 580 metres of your Zari thread, so it's going to go a long way. You can knit with this, you can finger knit with this, you can crochet with this, you can... Oh, I don't think there's a single kind of threading medium that you can't use Zari thread with. No. Hence why it's been so widely popular here at Jewellery Maker. Most definitely you have got your colour pops. We should be bringing it to you at £34.75. Huge, substantial saving. £20 back in your pocket, 2p per metre, £14.75. So wait, a metre long length, which is approximately arm to arm, you can create a lot of jewellery. I mean, that's easily a macrame bracelet. Yeah, definitely. You can even use that to create like a paracord effect as well, like the paracord designs. Absolutely. Mark Smith uses the Zari thread on the paracord jig, without shadow of a doubt. So yeah, there's nothing stopping you mixing them up. I love the fact that you've got all different colours, which at the moment might look a little bit scary if you're thinking, gosh, that's a lot of colour. You can tone them down. For example, if you mixed actually the white with the green, it would then become more of a subtle paler pastel green. So you can literally, once you've got Zari thread, I think what I'm trying to get at is once you've got it, you realise it is invaluable and it works with so many different jewellery mediums. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, you can go complex with your designs with it, such as the, the kumihimo or the macrame, but you can keep it really simple and just do a couple of layers of it with a ribbon cord on the end and hang a pendant on it, because you don't have to overcomplicate it, but it would suit everybody's style. Yeah. And it's going to colour match, like you say, your gemstones. I'm thinking about mobiles now as well. Sometimes you see a dream catchers and mobiles. No, that is baby brain. Is that baby brain? Is it? I thought that was a good idea then. Did you not? It's good. No, but what I mean is it's baby related because baby is saying I want a mobile. Oh, okay. This is baby. That's linked to the baby. Okay, I was like, oh, is that not a good idea? No, it's a good idea. It's a lovely idea. But and also maybe your name's on a cushion or something like that. For stitching. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Moving on. And you can kind of soutache with it as well. Oh. Yes! These are new. I've never seen these before. These are fab. Look at the size of these chains. Can I hold up to the neckline? Silver plated copper. 3 different colours. It says 4 types. Okay, you are getting all silver. No, hang on a minute, this isn't the right one. You are getting the matrix. It's the same, you are getting the matrix and it's still these big chunky chains. No. Oh, sorry. We're going to double check, see if we've got anything here in the studio for that. Bear with us on that one. The adjustable ones. Yes, these are stunning. I absolutely love this. Absolutely love these. They are adjustable. And is it me that when you look at an adjustable ring, if it's got those, I think they're ugly. It's personal. I think they're really ugly when you've got those really fine kind of teeth that go together like so, and then they catch on your clothing, and then they're uncomfortable to wear, or they dig in your fingers. That to me is not an ideal adjustable ring. I get the practicality and I get the reasons why we want adjustable rings, but this to me is the most luxurious way of actually bringing it to you. If I show you on the sort of on the reverse, the fact that these have got a complete solid end, can you see that? That beautiful curve means they can be stretched apart. They don't have to be rings, they can be connectors, they can be bracelets, they can easily be flattened right out. Or if you want to make these even smaller, twist them like so, on the diagonal, a bit like you were opening a jump ring, and actually squeeze them together like so. Squeeze them, and literally you can do it to actually fit round your finger. I'm just on live television, obviously I've made that smaller. And then of course they have these jump rings on the top, so you can attach gemstones to. You can do exactly what you wish. They straighten out and they are very malleable, so if just for demonstrational purposes, you can straighten these out fantastically to create lovely structure, and of course I'm doing it live on air, so you'd probably use your tools, which would create a much more consistent shape than what I have done there. Is there anything stopping us actually stamping onto the reverse of this?
No, you could stamp onto it. Obviously you've got those little loops, so you have to be a bit careful of those, but if you've got an anvil or something like that, then sometimes you're able to they've got little sort of holes and stuff in them that you can sort of put them into. The other thing you can do is straighten it out. Sorry. And you could actually have that as a hole punch through the ends, and have it as a little blank on a bracelet, and then add some charms in the middle as a cluster. Wouldn't
that be absolutely lovely as a matching pair of, as a matching ring and a bracelet? Because you have got the decoration there as well. You can clearly see that it is a sweet for the hand. Absolutely stunning. Now you are getting 10 pieces in total, and it is your silver-plated copper. These are my favourite of the adjustable rings. The fact that they haven't got those teeth at the back and it is a solid piece, it just to me looks a little bit more luxurious. I don't know, if you're thinking I disagree with you, that's fine, but to me I think these look a little bit more high-end, in fact a lot more high-end. Dorothy, Carol, Marilyn, hello to you. North Yorkshire, Karen and Netta, lovely to be with you. Hello to you. Bogner, Parvinda, hello to you. Isle of Man, Jane, Tracy, so many of you getting involved. And again, we were talking earlier on about the fact that movement and gemstones is not a new concept. Chopard did it, and Piaget have done it. Many jewellers have actually done it. Another one is our very own Glen Nair has kind of incorporated movement into the cutting of the gemstones. But it's very, very, very difficult to do. And yet you could do it with ease here. Just a couple of jump rings and some rondelles or whatever shape gemstone you wish.
Well, do you know what I would do personally is I've done it before. I've done a charm ring. It's actually on one of the DVDs, but you have to actually make the whole ring shank and everything else. What you've done is you've got it ready made there, and all you do is get your head pins and do wrap loops directly onto those loops, and then it's 100% secure, so it's not going to, you're not going to lose any links or anything like that, and it's just going to have all that movement, and you can really pack them in. But you could also just sew some rondels to sit in between the links.
Yeah, like a channel set. That would be amazing.
So you could do something like that as well.
Yeah, lovely idea. Well done. Let's bring that price in for 10. That's 69p each. 69p. Do you know what I'm thinking earlier? What I'm thinking right now? If you manage to get hold of that blue opal or that labradorite strand, oh, can you imagine the amazing piece, the ring that you could create?
It'd be amazing. And like you say, you've got that many that you can go further than just a ring. You could. I really like the idea of it being a cluster bracelet.
Yeah,
and,
that would be amazing.
Hole punching the sides, and because you've got those smooth edges, it's going to look really, really professional.
Oh, incredible. Jacqueline in Merseyside says, second lot I've bought, I love them. I agree, Jacqueline. They're my favourite of the adjustable rings, and you've got that lovely marquee style shape. Cornwall, Jean, Jeanette, Gillian, hello to you, Carol, Claire, Geraldine, lovely to be with you. Got to move on because there's lots to squeeze in throughout the course of the remainder of the show. But first, we've still got more Wall of Fame entries to show off. You wonderfully talented, creative people. You keep those entries coming in, and I'll keep everything crossed for the draw on Wednesday. It is the Wall of Fame. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, I wasn't distracting you, was I? Was I distracting you when you were talking?
Totally.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that from time to time. But then you've done it to me.
Oh, it's a blame game now, is it?
It is. We were talking earlier on about how, have you seen that YouTube video? Not the one Tank. You need to watch Tank, by the way. He's brilliant. But the one where a dog blames another dog for and it was. I thought of you actually because it was a little French bulldog, and the bigger dog splits on the French bulldog. It's like, who did this? And he goes with his paw.
Benny's very readable. If he does something, you just go, "Was it you?" And he goes. And he just puts himself in his bed.
Love it. I've got number 135. Look at this. Someone's been busy. Very, very busy. And you can see also in the back, the back views of everything. And it's from Veronica Alcock in Liverpool. Hello to you, Veronica. And she says, hi all in the studio. This is my entry onto the Wall of Fame. It's orange crackled and orange quartz with copper spaces, all from Jewellery Maker. Got the gemstones in the sale as they were such a bargain and was a bit unsure how to use them. As soon as I started working with them, inspiration came immediately. They are such beautiful stones and they are so reflective that I have been asked if they are sunstones. Hope you like it. And that's Veronica Alcock. Do you know what, Veronica, that's exactly what I thought it was when I first saw it. Just thought, wow, amazing sunstones. And I love our crackle quartz. So well done. You're number 135.
This is really, really cool. This is number 138 and it's from Jill. And it says, Dear JM, please find attached my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. A necklace made from polymer clay, white button pearls and garnet rounds on a silver plated Figaro chain. As always, all materials are from yourselves. Good luck to all in this week's draw, and that's Jill from Summerby. I love that. It's
amazing,
really cool.
Yeah. Beautiful little rose-like designs, aren't they?
Love it. Really cool.
Love it. I've got number 137. Look at this. And it comes from Frances Miller. Hello to you, Frances, in Scotland. And she says, hi all at JM Towers. My entry for the Wall of Fame this week is a macrame necklace and matching bracelet. They are made up with pink and white Zari cord. There we go, literally on the back of us bringing a bundle, which I love. Also, the necklace has a silver leaf charm. All items are from JM, of course. Good luck to all on the Wall of Fame this week. And that's Frances Miller in Stirling, Scotland. Beautiful, Frances. Love it. And we were just saying about how versatile Zari thread is.
I wouldn't have guessed that was macrame, but look at it. That was amazing.
No, absolutely amazing. 137, my lovely.
Okay, I went back, so I got 136. So this is from Jean Rogers. And it says, not sent one in for a while due to loss of mojo, but I'm back. These were all made from JM gold-plated findings and labradorite chips. I really enjoyed making them and looking forward to making much more. Wishing the best to everyone else in the draw, but I hope I win as I've never won before and I need to spend.
Oh, bless you.
That's really cool though.
Fingers crossed for you then, June.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Last but by no means least of today's Wall of Fame entrance, I've got number 139 and it comes from Kathy in St Helens. Hello to you, Kathy. These were made with faceted lavender quartz from Jewellery Maker with sterling silver spacer beads from my stash. I hope you like them. Just want to wish all the JM Mansion a happy new year. Love the show and all the bargains you've had on lately. Good luck to all in the draw, and that's Kathy in St Helens. Happy new year to you as well, Kathy. Number 139. Keep those entries coming in, and it's very easy to do so, as you can see. Just email your entries and a little message to us. Now, we have got 2 strands coming your way, a beautiful star by. I'm going to wander this way as well. If you've got that phone poised and waiting under there, I don't blame you, my darling. Sorry to rumble you.
I may disappear.
You may disappear. Sorry, where did you say? Oh, really, really, really exciting. It is your ametrine. 2 strands, but my goodness, these are massive. Absolutely gigantic in size. Bear with me for a minute, so I have to get a velvet pad to put these on. Okay. I truly believe that this is a gemstone which is destined for the dizzy heights like tanzanite. It is, especially from this location, Bolivian ametrine from the Anahi mine is one of the smallest mines in the world. It's a natural gemstone. It's a bi-colour gemstone. This fusion of colour. The carat weight is just astonishing. Can I just point out one? And what we're taking this to, I would pay for this one pendant. This is the biggest, singly the biggest ametrine that I have ever seen in any one gemstone. Absolutely amazing. And you have got that definite split of purple and orange, purple and citrine yellows there. That's amazing, isn't it? I mean, look, that's everything that an ametrine aspires to be. A big, substantial carat weight, intensities and differentiation of both of those hues. It's not necessarily the 50% split or the sunburst split, which is the most desired. It's the colour, the carat weight, the intensities of those colour, and of course the quality of the faceting. You're also getting all of these beautiful graduations. You can see again those golden colours, those wonderful tones, but it's not just one strand. I'm about to bring you another strand of ametrine, another strand of amazing quality ametrine furthermore, and being brought to you at this incredible price tag. Why do we think that ametrine is destined for the dizzy heights? There will come a time when the Bolivia mine is no longer in production. It's already banned exportation in its rough cut, meaning that we are effectively waiting for a whole industry to be developed in Bolivia. It's not a location on this planet which is renowned for cutting of gemstones. It's not like Idar Oberstein where it's all established and there is pretty much a town based around faceting of gemstones. This is not like Jaipur, which is infamous for faceting of gems. So we're going to have to wait for it, and also that means that the price tag, the desirability is going to go up. The price tag is more than likely going to go up. Bolivia ametrine is the most sought after of your ametrine. And this natural, beautiful gemstone cannot be replicated by man. It's all Mother Nature's incredible doing. Straight away, Kathleen, Kelly, well done. Sharon, you're very close to getting yours. Look at just how incredibly sizable these ametrines are. It's the first gemstone that I bought myself when I came to work here at Jewellery Maker, not because I'd never seen ametrine previously before, but certainly because I'd never seen the quality of ametrine at the prices that we're about to bring it to you at. Up to your staggering 20mm size, we should be £55.90 for over, well, sorry, I beg your pardon, for 490 carats specifically of this wonderful natural gemstone. Not £55.90, I'd pay that for one of the strands and then some, to be truthful. Wow. Kim. I'd pay that for one. I'd pay more than that for one of these. That's absolutely incredible. The deal. Can I just say, if you are a collector and a connoisseur and you've got hold of the blue opal and you managed to get hold of the peridot earlier on, you managed to get hold of the Tahitian pearls or this Anahi ametrine, you have ticked a lot of boxes. And I think we have, as an establishment. That's less than £20 per strand. I would pay $39.95 for that one. In fact, for the smaller ones, I would as well. I encourage you, when you get a chance, to have a little look at loose gemstone dealers and see what they are selling quality ametrine at per carat. I don't know if it's... I'm pretty certain it would be more than £39.95 for quality ametrine. Wendy, Belinda, you've done it. Surrey, Kent, Essex, you're very, very close. Jane, you're very close. Sharon, you're very close. I've got lots of telephone bidders there. This is a low stock opportunity. There's not many of these available, and I know that it's going to sell out certainly within the course of the day. Well done to every single one of you. Again, I mean, if going back to, again with the so I've just, bear with me a second, I've just gone completely blank. The gemstone that we just launched earlier on, stitchite, there we go. Again, this with the stitchite, can you imagine what a combination that would be?
Yeah, beautiful. I mean, like you said, I'm pretty sure that the large strand was about that price on its own.
On its own,
originally.
at least. At least. That's amazing. Well done, well done, well done. Moving on. Some lovely toggle class coming up. Who likes their steampunk jewellery? Who likes their vintage style jewellery? Yeah, this is really going to appeal to Laura right now. How many have we got? 49 in stock. My goodness, there's so many. I shouldn't perhaps have done that because I've got to get them back in that dish. These are toggle clasps, but there's the colour. It's the colour which is appealing to me. If I hold one of them up, and then hopefully you can see the toggle as well. I'll hold just one. So this is the toggle and the clasp, and I'll show you the colour as well. Antique bronze. They're lovely, aren't they? So two separate components, and obviously they fit together. Some people use them as cufflinks, so you can use those to make your cufflinks. Some people use them as bezels. Some people use them as connectors. Some people use them as your toggle clasps. You're getting 100 in total. Haven't really got any antique bronze findings at the moment, have we?
No, I haven't seen any for a long time. And, you know, when we get kits, sometimes they send out findings with the kits that we get. And whenever we get the antique bronze ones, I still haven't seen the findings to go with the antique bronze wire. We just don't seem to have it.
No. You don't, do you? No. I totally agree. And there's nothing saying that these have to be bracelets or necklaces. They can be anything, can't they? They really can. They're very versatile, and as jewellery makers, you do think outside of the box. So I know straight away you'll be thinking, oh, okay, yeah. They can be my gents' jewellery. They can be used as connectors or bails or features. 100 pieces in total. Certainly the only antique bronze finding that I've brought you throughout the course of the morning, and actually, gosh, probably in weeks upon weeks upon weeks. Stunning with the labradorite that you had earlier on. Stunning with the Botswana or the agate or the druzy that you saw. They should be coming your way at $14.95 for 100. But in reality, if you actually break it, that's 100 like this. So really, it's 200 individual components. So 100 of the circles, 100 of the actual toggles themselves. $6.95. Wow, that's a massive reduction from $14.95 to $6.95. Anne, Gina, Shirley, Moira, Wendy, Linda, Jane, Sarah, Kent, congratulations. Gosh, it's busy, busy, busy. I know that you'd be thinking they'd be amazing for your wirework pendants. They'd be beautiful for any of your big sort of statement clusters. But also, I mean, Laura, they can be anything, can't they?
Yeah, I mean, like you say, you've got the toggles, you've got the cufflinks, and then you can use the, you could use the bar part for the cufflinks, and you could use the toggle for something else. For earring drops, they'd be really cool. For me, I just love they're sizable enough to just make a feature of it.
Absolutely.
Just if you do Viking knit and you use your antique bronze wire, just attach one of those.
Just one of those.
And that's all you need.
100%, and the same with your sort of your chainmail, etc. You can use these as bezels for resin or your friendly plastic or your polymer clay. And if you love polymer clay, you have got Debbie Bulford coming up in a few minutes time now, less than half an hour. Anne-Marie, Lynn, Hazel, Elaine, Avril, Louisiana, Helena, hello to you. Surrey, County Kildare, you're with me as well. That's a lot of findings. Well done to every single one of you. Do stay where you are on those phone lines. Okay, I'm kind of regretting taking them out of that dish just because there's so many and I've got to then try and put it back in. And Amelia, I like to keep it try and keep it tidy for Amelia. I do try to. Moving on to... These came from over there, didn't they? Number 7. Crimp covers. Absolutely essential. Lowest price point coming your way. So if you love, if you're looking for your findings, if you love attention to detail, which I think really does take a beautiful piece of jewellery to another level, doesn't it? It's just hiding all the mechanisms, the functional parts of your pieces of jewellery, like the knots and the crimps itself. These are a great alternative to your spacers. So for example, if you do run out of spacers, then your crimp covers they kind of act like a clam. They wrap around, a bit like sort of they're kind of Pac-Man shaped, I suppose. That's the way I can describe them. But they wrap themselves around to join a beautiful sort of rondelle shape. These are your gold-plated copper. They're 5 by 2 millimeters in their sizes, and you can see that sort of C-like shape, the letter C. You're getting 200, so well done to every single one of you. And dialing through, and one of the few opportunities of findings this morning, so perhaps we are a little bit low in stock in findings at the moment, so therefore grab it as soon as you can. If you got the gold wire earlier on in the kit with Laura, then you're going to look at you're going to need the gold plated copper crimp covers.
Definitely. And I mean, if you do beading or anything like that, I did a beading project the other week. And it was the first time I think ever that I didn't have enough crimp covers for all of the crimp beads that I'd used. So, you know, it's always handy to have, because for me, like you say, it's that finish. If I'm using a crimp bead, I like to put the cover on just to make it look nice. So it means that you can create like an illusion necklace, put lots of crimps on and crimp beads, and then put lovely gemstones next to it or in between them.
Love it. And they do make your gems go further, everything like that. So they are multifunctional. I know they look kind of like they are, oh, well, they just cover up crimps. Actually, they're very, very, very decorative. Yeah. And again, the quality of ours is amazing. So those 2 joins, I suppose, the mouth of the Pac-Man, that's the best way I can describe it, really do meet in the middle. So you've got that very consistent rondelle shape. Again, multi-buyers, well done. Coming your way at the lowest price tag should be at £8.95 for 200. I mean, would you be able to buy 200 spacer beads at £8.95 of this size? I highly, highly doubt it. 5 by 4 millimeters, not £8.95. Kim's words, doesn't make any sense. A lot of things in life don't make sense, you know. Especially this. I mean, this is up there with quantum physics for me. It is. I can't. Do you know what I mean? It absolutely is. Oh gosh, yes, I forgot. Charlie, yeah, tell Charlie nothing's changed. No, I mean, we can try and fathom and get our heads around prices like this. Shane, you were the first one in on this. Well done to you. But you are not the last. But oh, hang on a second. No, you weren't. There was Wendy there. There was Eileen there. There was Bogner. There was Joanne. There was Moira there. There was Vera there. There was Jennifer there. Way before you, Shane. Sorry. There was an anonymous caller in between. That's why I thought you were the first. But you weren't. Now, yeah, I mean, we can try and fathom all of these amazing deals. And I know we're not in a clearance. So it's not a case of we need to clear these out of the vault.
You can. What can you say, really? There's nothing to be said. They look really good as well. I've said this before, but they look really good attached. I said this a long time ago. A guest designer did it, and I've loved it ever since she did it. And she just attached crimps to chain. So just put it on the edge of a chain. Just attach a couple of crimps to the edge of it, and it makes it look textured, and that's all you need to do. Just,
I know what you mean.
do you see what I'm saying? Just attach the crimp to the edge of a chain link.
Sort of maybe every inch.
Yeah, well, if you've got a chain like this, put a crimp here and a crimp here and a crimp here to the side.
Oh, that's a lovely
idea. And it
idea.
just gives a lovely sort of effect, textured effect. And with that amount, you can keep going, can't you?
Really lovely idea. Well done. Well done. Moving on, shall we bring you some rose gold? Very limited though, I haven't got many of these, I only wish I did, so I'm going to work on the assumption that people are going to want to get both. So going back to what Laura was just saying there, Laura, you held up a sort of silver coloured wire. Yeah. If you then use the yellow gold crimps and then the rose gold, you've got that beautiful three-tone effect. You've got 200 of these and they are exactly the same size, that lovely blush tone, so the fusion of copper within, bringing that lovely bang-on trend tone within jewellery. Love that, absolutely adore that. If you got hold of as well the blue opal earlier on or the rose quartz earlier on, this would just be an amazing combination. But they're so seldom seen. Yeah, we can always bring you findings, but they tend to be the ones which are in the findings pack, not necessarily specifically. So you can see the quality, and again consistent with Jewellery Maker quality, where you have got those two I guess separated, as I think of the letter C, but they join perfectly. They're wonderfully aligned. Everybody is multi-buying so far that's made their confirmations. We should be bringing it to you at £8.95. As soon as Kim has managed to override the computer system, it's going to be a sellout. £5.95. How many is limited, Kim? 36, okay, yeah. Well done to those of you that responded very, very quickly. Vera, Maureen, Vanessa, Eileen, Wendy, Wendy in Manchester, Wendy in Conway, well done to you, Mary in Perth and Kinross, Veronica, John, Teresa, Derbyshire, you're with me as well, 200. I mean, it's going to, essentially, if you create a very standard sort of beaded neckline piece, you know, which even if you buy them from a jeweller's, they'll have crimp covers because they are an essential function to a piece of jewellery. This is the finishing touch, is actually having a crimp cover over it to cover that engineering, I suppose, cover the engineering part of it. It just takes a lovely piece of jewellery to an amazing piece of jewellery in my eyes.
Gives it a bit more of a professional finish, I think.
Yeah.
You know, if you get the crimping tool, which I think comes in our large starter kit, it just rounds those crimps and then it enables you to put the crimp cover on really smoothly because it just goes straight over it, and it just looks lovely, and it looks like a little bead. So like you say, it hides the mechanics, it hides the function of it, and it just makes it look as part of the design.
Absolutely. Totally agree. Looking like it's going to sell out. Well done. Moving on to earlier on today, this morning, I brought you a brand new strand, and whilst we might think, oh yes, that's a cut and a shape within the gemstone industry that you might see more frequently, and that is a round cut. Think about your round brilliant cuts, etc. Actually, here at Jewellery Maker, we don't see it that often. But then, and it was the lovely Laura that said, Elle, there's more to this than meets the eye originally. And what Laura was referring to was the fact that these have actually got a drill hole through them, but instead of going through the heart, the very core of the gemstone, they are very cleverly actually drilled to the very, very, very exterior, meaning that if you want to use that drill hole as an added sense of security, and I certainly would recommend it, you're not going to detect it with the actual eye because it is relatively hidden by the crown facets themselves. Really clever faceting here. Really clever. I'm not talking about the round shape, I'm talking about the drill hole.
Yeah.
And the way it has been masked so amazingly. We think about classic shapes in the industry. A round brilliant cut has certainly been around, or the rose cut, the original rose cut, for many, 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 many years. You've got beautiful clarity, which is very rare to see with your rose quartz. It is the last remaining quantities. So those of you that weren't able to tune in this morning, a brand new deal, and you've got 14 on this strand, so perfect for those of you who love to prong set, or maybe work with their silver clay, or standard beading, to be honest. You could very easily suspend one of those, couldn't you? Create kind of like a floating, floating gemstone.
You could just have them on earrings. Just actually put a little monofilament or something so they look really illusional.
Yeah, so they look like they're suspended, because you can. Let me just keep that like so. So the ones that are facing you, look how almost invisible, and I am saying almost because obviously you'll never make it completely hidden, but look how as close to as visually hidden those drill holes are as they possibly can be. And I think that's really clever. The lab producers looked to the clarity within these rose quartz and thought, no, you know what, I'm not going to drill through the very center of the gemstone, because if I did that you would certainly see it through the table facets and the crown facets. I'm going to hide it ever so slightly right at the very top. Crown facets, which are obviously on a 45-degree angle, will then sort of slightly change that light, play with the light, so it's almost undetectable to the naked eye. They were launched today. I think they are going to be a sellout today. We have still got quantity of how much? Just under 100. And that might seem like an awful lot. We had a huge quantity originally. 16 centimetres, they're all 8 millimetres, which is a lovely size, a really lovely size to wear, perfect for prong set rings. Of course, the Pantone colour of 2016, Bronwyn, Molly, Helen, Elaine, Marilyn, Susu, London, Junan, Shirley, you're with me, Donna, you're with me, Kathleen, you're with me. We've still got almost 40 in baskets. We are in a double figure quantity now. Really excited to be able to bring these to you. I know a round cut is more of the most infamous shape. However, to have that really genius way of adding security through that drill hole and masking it so perfectly, $7.95 is just an unfathomable price point for the quality of the rose quartz, for the amount of work that's gone into the faceting of these gorgeous gemstones, and the fact they are totally, in my eyes, undetectable, absolutely undetectable. Well done to you, Karine. Hello to you, London, Tracy, Anita, Rosamond, Alwyn, Annette, you're with me as well. Just amazing. Amazing femininity. Good luck, because again, it's not a case of will they sell out. It'll definitely sell out. Well done to you. You have done it. Moving on to the beautiful baby pinks. If you got hold of that, then this is going to be amazing with it as well. I held it up like a cluster style necklace. You know the one I'm talking about, Laura, don't you?
I do.
Had morganite, natural pink opal, and rhodonite in. Look at these. Twist it like so. I have to do this when I see a bundle like it. I just think it's such a beautiful way of wearing this shape of gemstones, because it creates such lovely texture. Don't you think?
I'm like you say, that to me is, I think that's everybody's shades of pink. I think anybody could wear those shades. You know, I'm not a pinky person because it doesn't suit me, but I love that shade of pink and I would wear that.
Absolutely, I agree. It's more, when you look at morganite and you look at rose quartz, because they are a slightly softer pink, they tend to be more complementary, a bit more forgiving on different skin tones. So yeah, I agree with you there. Like my morganite, and I actually uploaded a picture to my Facebook page not too long ago, because for some reason I hadn't worn it in a while, perhaps because of the massive price increase of the gemstone. I hadn't worn it in a while, and I did, and I took it out into natural daylight, and I was like, gosh, this gemstone is just insanely beautiful. Natural pink opal in here as well, beautiful quality morganite. Got 350 carats there, a lovely raspberry rhodonite natural strand, and of course, in total, over 4-figure carat weight. Is that right? Am I doing the maths properly? Let me just see. 600, 700, 800. Yeah, over a 4-figure carat weight in this bundle of your ballerina pinks. Good luck. Dial in as soon as you can, because I can remember clear as day what this is going to. And it's not. It doesn't connect. Those dots. Don't meet in the middle. $7.95 is just an absurd price tag. I would pay that for one. You've got 2 strands of natural opal, amazing, amazing morganite, a gemstone which has incurred a 500% price increase, and beautiful rhodonite, which probably months can go past before I see a rhodonite to another. I agree with you, Laura. It's a shade of pink, which is complementary of fair skin, of dark skin.
Yeah, it's going to suit anybody, I think, and I think it's something that anybody could wear, and it's ageless as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's not for younger girls or older people. Anybody of any age, you know, could wear that, and I think it's, for that price, I would probably buy 2.
Yeah,
Make one piece like you've just shown, and then just keep the other pieces. I mean, how many pieces of Hall of Fame entries have we had that have had chips and nuggets on today?
Yeah, exactly. And I love the fact that nobody's frightened to use those different shapes. I mean, it is a specific cut of gemstones, or not, as the case is, a shape of gemstones where we have got specific DVDs. Absolutely incredible. $7.95 only. I'm with you tomorrow at the usual time, and we have got an incredible strand of kyanite coming up. I know. See,
I kyanite believe it. Sorry.
Did you just say that?
Yeah, sorry.
How many times have we heard that? I kyanite believe you said it. Did you see what I did there? Yeah, no, we have got an amazing strand of kyanite coming your way. So exceedingly exciting. You've got the gorgeous Zena stepping up, and you know, just like her, she's sparkling, absolutely sparkling. And the one, the only, she's tucked away, she's hiding. That's Zena jiggling her fingers in front of you just there. You have got the one, the only, Debbie Bulford. I mean, if ever you needed inspiring, then just stay put, because this lady is the one to do it. Make sure you do check out, everybody. Don't miss out on those opportunities. Can I just say, Laura, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Are you all right there? You distracted?
Yeah, I think Zena's being naughty.
Zena's being naughty. And do you know what? She's even being naughty under the nose of management, right there. There's Martha right there. In the window going, now then. No, I can't actually imagine Martha ever saying now then. She's too nice to do that, isn't she? What have you got coming up, lovely?
Oh, I've got the most. Oh, you wait till you see the polymer clay designs by the Bulford. They're amazing.
I have seen them, and they are absolutely amazing. Don't go anywhere, everybody, because they're coming up next, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting. But being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker.
Get creating stunning designs in no time at all with this brilliant Introduction to Kumihimo DVD with guest designer Sarah Elvin. These easy to follow steps on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will show you the best techniques to get you started with this amazing medium. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Lovelies! Happy Monday! Thank you to our lovely Eleanor and the lovely Laura Binding for looking after you. Now it's our turn. Hope you've all had a lovely weekend. Did you all have a lovely weekend? Oh, Deb, were you just adjusting yourself?
I'm sorry. Yes,
it's okay. What we might as well introduce the talent that is the wonderful, the illustrious, the drop-dead gorgeous Debbie Bulford.
Hello.
Hi, Deb.
Hello.
How are you, Debbie?
I'm fine, excited actually, because I've got lots and lots and lots and lots of things in today.
I'll tell you what,
It's fun.
We fell over ourselves when we came and looked at all your jewellery, didn't we?
It's lovely.
Now, I've got a sneaky feeling with all there are lots of different elements to this kit today for you. Loads and loads of different elements, and I'll tell you what, the jewellery that, well, I call it jewellery. I mean, basically, you could go to a museum somewhere posh like Paris, and there could be a whole exhibition of Debbie Bulford, couldn't there? Do you not think?
I don't think you get many takers, do you,
I think you would, Deb. I think you need to do it, Deb. I do. I mean, really, look at that. Works of absolute artistry, aren't they? Do you not think? Now, what I would do is, while we've got Deb in the studio, because she's brilliant, texting. If you've got any questions whatsoever, because Deb's going to be using so many different tools today. She's been baking. She's already been baking today. She's had the oven going. And we've got Deb, again, we've got rings in the kit that I've never seen before, bangles in the kit, which Deb's turned into necklaces. I mean, typical guest designer, where they look at something and think, oh, I'm not making that. I want to do something else with it. But all sorts, and the polymer clays and the flakes and the glitters and the squidgies and gemstones and findings kits and, oh, amazing. But what we'll start with for you. Now, I've only ever seen one of these once before, because they're get them the right way up for you. They're the big ones, the 29.5mm. Now we E6000 glue. I mean, you cannot cope without your E6000 in your stash, can you? And these are massive. They're mahoosive, look, 29.5 mil. Now, usually they're £5.95 a tube. Okay, that's what they usually are. Not today. It's a Monday. We know Mondays can be a bit of a drab day, especially when the weather's a bit dull. How about we do one buy one, get one half price? Should we do that? Should we kickstart the Monday show? Buy one and get one for half the price that it actually should be. So for those of you quick at your maths, I make that £8.95. £8.95. That's a big tube of E6000, isn't it, Deb?
I've never seen them that big, actually. Usually they're half the size, aren't they?
Now, what sort of materials, Deb, could you use this for?
Well, I think it says on the tube, have they got two different types there, or they're both exactly the same?
No, they're exactly the same.
Okay. Well, they do various different glues. I haven't actually seen which. I don't want to tell you something that's wrong.
Oh, okay. Let me have a little look on here. It's, hang on a second. Let me just double. Industrial strength adhesive.
I haven't seen it with the jewellery and bead before. That I don't.
Yeah, I've never seen it with the jewellery and bead. That's the only reason I was just having a little look at.
You know.
Now, they do say, something I will just tell you though, they do tend to say, now, different guest designers say different things. Usually, the tube does say 24 hours for drying.
Yeah, it is usually.
But a lot of guest designers actually say allow double that if you wanted to be really safe.
The nice thing about E6000 is if you use a glue that's rather super, if you know the ones I mean,
Yes.
and you stick something and you make a mistake, you can't move it.
Exactly.
Whereas with this, you've got time to play around and get it perfect.
Exactly.
And it's not one of these runny glues that if you put something on, it's going to slide off.
Yeah.
It tends to sort of be almost like a paste, and it will just stay where it is. But you have got time then to tinker with it and make sure that what you're doing
and that's
is
why it's perfect for jewellery making.
Yeah, and it's clear and it dries clear.
Yeah. Now we can use it on metal, polymer clay, resin, glass, leather. It dries clear, that's a good thing to know as well.
So it's the same as the other one. Sorry, I didn't want to say anything.
No, it's okay, darling, because
you
it threw me as well, because I've never seen that. I think it's just new branding, isn't it, on it? Yeah, just new branding. And it dries clear, and it's waterproof as well, so that's the good news.
Yeah, once you've put that on, it's like if you have buttons and you want to put some little charms on buttons, you can wash them.
Yeah.
And you can wash anything, so
exactly.
It's fine.
You all organised. She's so organised, is our Deb. Right, well, I'll tell you what. Gosh, there's a lot of people coming on the telephones. Wow. Okay, and I've also got all the gangs all here. We've got Annette and Sheila and collectors in Dumfries and Galloway, Fazila, Arlene, collectors in West Yorkshire. And the list of people on the telephones is absolutely incredible. I've got everybody coming in from Europe. I've got the US of A. I've got all over the United Kingdom. Now, if you are new to us on Jewellery Maker, there are 3 ways that you can treat yourself with Jewellery Maker. You can ring that number on the bottom, look, 0800 644 655. That is a free phone number. Also, you can go onto the JewelleryMaker.com website, okay, and check out. Or we also have a dedicated Jewellery Maker app where you can treat yourself with PayPal. So every which way but loose, so to speak. Right then, so buy one, get one half price, effectively. £8.95, brilliant. And they're the big tubes, 29.5mm, big tubes. And look, can you see, look, there's in the picture there, look, you've got the precision tips. Now that's to get your really fine, you know, precision, accurate application. So that's the whole point of those, and you get those with them, okay? And again, if you sort of you know, securing your knots and things like that to keep them from going anywhere. So brilliant. Cool. Right then, so before I forget, right, don't forget as well, text in on 60777, start your text with JM Studio, and then it can come through and you can speak to myself or Deb and have a little chat. Tell us what you're up to. Tell us what you did at the weekend, what you're doing, anything you want to know about anything Deb's doing today, but specifically, definitely polymer clay, because, oh my goodness me, brilliant. Also as well, you only get 1 post and packaging all day long, £2.95, that's it. Okay, that's it. No matter how many times, if you sort of check those out, and then a bit later on you see something you fancy, you think, oh, I don't want to pay the delivery again. You won't. Aye? Brilliant. Now, this, I think this is, this makes me think of the Jewellery Maker, you know, branding and logo, because I just love all the colours. Very boho, isn't it? Bohemian. I love these. Great for unisex as well. Look at those colours. I mean, look at the design, look at the pattern work there. I'd like a sofa made out of that. That'd be, what don't you think, Deb? That'd be really cool.
Really good, actually.
Bearing in mind, my fella has just made me buy a pink sofa with rainbow buttons.
Why?
He just has. I wanted anthracite grey, but he made me buy candy pink with rainbow buttons, and it arrived just before Christmas. And I missed the send back date because I was away in Switzerland, so now we're stuck with it. So boho chic, you get 2 of these. Now they're cotton cords. You get 1 metre in length, so basically if you times that by 2, what do you get? 2 metres, you're quite right. And they're 6mm, I suppose, like gauge or girth you'd sort of put there, couldn't you?
You can put wire down the middle of those.
I was just going to show you that, actually. Yeah, you are. See, look, they're hollow, look. So you can, nice, good size hole there as well. So you can get your wires down there as well. You could just put that through one of our torque necklaces through there as well, couldn't you?
You could, actually, some memory wire or something.
Yeah, memory wire, yeah. That'd look really lovely, actually. Great for festivals as well, wouldn't it?
Oh, fabulous.
Oh, wouldn't it?
Nice for headbands, actually, for little ones.
Oh, yeah.
Really nice.
Oh, yeah. They're lovely. I just love all the colours. I love all the textures. They're good. Now, anybody can hear any squeaking. It's not Deb's elbows or knees or mine. Is it, Deb? Is it?
Well, it might be.
Yeah, it's not our knees or elbows. She's having a little play with the clay over there.
Sorry.
No, don't say sorry.
She's getting things ready.
No, it's fascinating. She's having a right little play. She's getting it all ready. She is. Okay, should we give you a price? We've got 2 of them, just to prove. We're going to go to effectively a clearance price. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to do for you today, because it's Monday. We need cheering up the day. The weather is the weather's a bit drab out there, isn't it? It is. Is it going to snow this week? Oh, on Thursday apparently. I hadn't heard that.
Yes, getting very cold.
My daffodils are coming up.
I know, and mine.
Yeah, are they? Yeah,
Yes.
my daffodils are coming up. It's not good. They're going to be so confused, aren't they, this week? They're going to be burrowing back under again. So hang on, I'm not ready. Now these are. I love these. Makes me think of Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat. Look at those. Other musicals obviously are available. I just love them. I think I'd like to see those as well. Imagine making those. It's just lots of lovely sort of because you know when you see, look at that as a bracelet. Isn't that lovely? See, my fella would wear that. Likes a bit of colour. Isn't that lovely? £5.95. That's brilliant. That's £2.98 each for a whole metre. I think they're lovely. I really. What would you do with those, Deb?
I had this in a kit once, and I had it with
Did you?
I had it with a collar, and I cut them into stripes and actually stuck them on top of the metal to make it look like a totem pole sort of striped thing. They're really, really nice. And I put some memory wire through as a memory wire bracelet for kids, you know. I just think they are really, really fun.
They're fun. Yeah,
they really are fun. Because if you got a safety pin, you could actually feed through cord through the middle.
That's a nice idea as
and
well,
make some really nice wound bracelets and things, which is really trendy come the summer.
Absolutely, yeah. Already the coloured wires.
It's real
really
beach
cool,
wear, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I mean, that just against a simple black top looked brilliant, wouldn't it?
Oh, fab.
Really good fun, yeah. Right then, so well done, everybody. These will sell out. We haven't got many left. I'm so sorry. So all of you that have got them in your baskets, don't forget to check out. Now, I did say to you, I've got lots and lots of different elements to this kit, didn't I? So I'm going to move across. We're going to start with the gemstones for you, my lovelies. Okay? So we'll start with all our gorgeous gemstones that we've got in the kit, if I can just squeeze in. It's called Cool Waters. Now, we've got the essential beading thread for you. Okay, so we've got the essential beading thread of the silver beading thread, the clear elastic and the monofilament. So just to show to you your usual beading kit. So monofilament, clear elastic and I love the silver beading thread. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so that's the silver colour beading thread. Then we've got these gorgeous gemstones now. Cool Waters. What a lovely idea. What a lovely name for these. I love them. So I'll just pop them against the hands so you can see them. Sorry, I'm trying to stretch all over your lovely jewellery here, Deb.
That's all right, just move it out of the way.
No, it's like, I wouldn't dream of it, behave, it's gorgeous. Now, we've got the running waters of the apatite and the most incredible clarity there, the glow. I'll hold those out for you in a moment. They are delicious. They are drop style, 100 carats of your apatite there as well. Then the agate. Now, the agate was actually, running waters, Cool Waters, beautiful name for this, because agate was actually named after the river where it was discovered. So it was actually the Agate River, and then it was named agate after the Agate River. So very apt. And you've got beautiful bandings and flowing colours through there. They're just, if you just hold those up, look, all different colours. They're just dreamy, absolutely gorgeous. And then you've got, I'm guessing, let's double check the list is huge. Yeah, 150 carats of your moonstone. 150 carats of moonstone. But every one of those colours will go together. Gorgeous. Okay. Now, we've not finished there. Now, when I went shopping at the weekend, I noticed, in fact, I am just going to move one of these over just for a moment, just so I can actually get in. Yeah, when I looked around the shops at the weekend, when I went and did a bit of shopping, just everywhere, Mothering Sunday. I know it's 6th of March, but everywhere there were cards, there were presents, there were suggestions. Now, I think this little locket is absolutely perfect for Mother's Day. I do. For Mothering Sunday. Now, I think it's 8th of May from memory, second Sunday in May for the US of A. But certainly in the UK here, it is Mothering Sunday is the 6th of March, so not all too long away. Now, what you do is, this is a 30mm locket. It's magnetic, so I can just open it up. There we go. If I just show you inside. Now, well, I'll show you what Deb's done with the jewellery in a moment, and it's beautiful. But the other day we had some amber nuggets, and the locket that we had the other day just popped some loose gemstones in there, glued them in. It's magnetic, and then they float and move around. But our lovely Deb's used the beautiful clay silks, so we'll show you how she's done that in a moment. But they're just lovely. But again, there could be photographs, there could be gems of distinction, little silver beads in there, anything you wish. But they are the most beautiful lockets. That for me, on a good long, beautiful ribbon or big long chain, sort of a lariat style, that would look absolutely, excuse my little finger marks on there, but magnetic clasp. So you haven't got to lock it into position. Okay, so just really quickly again, when you open it, you've got to work out which side it is. Just pop your finger in, open them up. Well, you've got to work out which side. See how I opened it? There you go. So it opens up. Now, if you can just show it on the side there, look, can you see there's little magnets? There you go. So as it goes into position, it just, there you go, automatically. So that's nice as well. I'm going to lock it and clip it into place. So it's going to be really, really sturdy. And then in addition, I mean, just look at the findings kit. I'll talk you through all the aspects to it, but 90 pieces to this kit. You've got everything from your meter, I'm guessing it's a whole meter. The list, when you've got 90 pieces in a findings kit, is huge. Yeah. But yeah, you can have a look on the website and it'll give you all the lists. But basically, in short, you've got 2 toggle clasps, which I just wanted to show you there because they're so pretty, those. Look at those. I love the fact that we've got like a plain and then a really detailed. That is lovely. Because it depends what you're making, depending on what you want. You've then got, oh gosh, we've got featherweight head pins, you lucky things. We've got the silver ball, these are all silver plated. So you've got the featherweight head pins there for your pearls. We've got some lovely pearls coming up today as well, and your gems of distinction. Anything where you've got to get a finer sort of drill hole to get those through. Your silver round head, and then those are lovely, those little flowers. Look at the detail. Yeah, they're gorgeous, aren't they? Lovely. Really pretty. Now to go with those, we've also added in, we've got a metre of chain for you. You've got your ribbon endings as well. And then let me show you these. If I can just hold these up for you. In fact, I've got my tweezers, but I'll just show you those in my finger. Look at these little spacers. They're so pretty. The detail on those. Good drill hole as well. I love those. They're pretty, aren't they, Deb? Right then, okay. So you still just quickly. You've got your shepherd earring hooks, your posh earring hooks. You've got crimps. You've got crimp covers. You've got jump rings, 2 toggle clasps, and a heart connector as well. So. Should be priced. There's a lot in that. Oh gosh, I would have thought if you bought it all separately, £32.20, that's already a great price, isn't it?
It is an excellent price, actually, with that amount of gemstones.
Yeah, the amount of gemstones and that locket.
And the gemstones are big. The locket is fabulous. Yeah. But when I saw them are going to be on my sheet, it said nuggets. I thought, they're not nuggets.
Yeah, they're huge. They're huge. Yeah, absolutely. Now, Martha, it's Monday. What we're doing? Can we go into 20? I didn't even think she would.
That's amazing.
I mean, if you think about it, we're normally $6.95 minimum for a strand of gemstones. So you're talking, what we're talking there, 7, 14, 20. You're talking £20.85 just for the gemstones. So basically, we've thrown in a 90-piece findings kit. We've thrown in the locket and the beading thread free of charge, technically, because 3 strands should be £20.80, even at its baseline price. So that is Martha, as our producer, got a manager again in the producer chair. She's looked after us there, hasn't she, Deb?
She has.
Now, I'm going to move these back into position so that you can see the finished samples, which are incredible. We've got more opportunities to come as well. We've got the glitters, the flake, the squeegee, we've got bangles, we've got rings, and we've got the polymer clay as well. So lots of elements to keep bringing to you as we go through the demonstrations. But the pieces of jewellery, Deb, are incredible, absolutely. Now this is the one here, if we can just move across to this one if that's okay, because this is the one where you've incorporated the agates with the beautiful moonstone and that was the point there, that they all work so beautifully together.
They all work beautifully together, they really do. The colours just go. They're
it's almost like you've got the river, the froth of the river and then the pebbles.
It's a really fresh kit, I think. It's a really lovely springtime kit. I can just imagine people making that for their craft fairs, ready to sell at Easter time when all the flowers are coming out. It's just a really fresh kit.
And that's where you've used that inside the locket there is where you've used that's the clay silk, isn't it? Yeah, and you can talk us all through that in a little bit. That's so pretty. So pretty. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm surprised you've not put a picture of myself in one of them.
Well, I did think about that actually, but there you go. See, I think they'd be nice to actually put a picture in and sepia it, you know, and make it quite old, and perhaps put something like a charm if it's for your mum, perhaps
that's a lovely
idea.
Or mother and daughter, or
something like that would be really lovely.
Don't you always look better looking in black and white photos?
Yeah,
do you think?
don't you?
I think you do. Yeah, I think you do. Anyway,
and I think being clear on the other side, you could do it, you know, two-sided.
Yeah, that's a nice idea. Yeah, lovely. Absolutely. So we've got some, and again, this is the one here. If I can just show this one towards the end, this is the one where, Deb, if I'm not incorrect, there you've actually flattened out one of the beautiful bangles.
Cut it in half. Yes.
Wow, that looks brilliant. And then drilled into it and attached all that lovely chain. And the glitter looks great.
And they're the rings at the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, is that what they are? Oh, genius. Oh, Deb, you are good. She's good, isn't she? Now, just in case you can't see these, because we've actually got these behind the kit, and I don't want us to miss any. Because I must say, Deb, you look as though you've really enjoyed working with this kit.
I have, and I've got so many things that I've got loads of rings left and half the bangle and lots of things I could have made loads more. So this kit will go on and on and on. But yes, I did. I loved this.
And just quickly as well, because our manager Martha fell in love with these. Look at these. We love the way you've covered those rings. They're absolutely
really simple. I'll show you how to do that. But it's
and then made the earrings as well. Brilliant. Yes. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, look, the list just goes on, and I could just keep. Look, I mean, how many pieces have you made in this kit, Deb? 1, 2, 3, 4 necklaces, a bangle, a bracelet, 2 pairs of earrings, and 2 rings. Good. Have you been out this week? I take it you shop online for your food.
Yeah.
Wow, incredible. Now, I'll tell you what we'll do. Just before if you do manage to get that kit, I'm just having a little look at names, because how many you were really busy today, by the way. Half of the kits have already gone. Okay, already gone. So, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll bring you the polymer clays over here to our lovely, gorgeous Deb. And then we'll bring you the flake, the glitter, the squidgy, and the cuffs and the rings in a moment, if that's okay. I'll just... Oh, sorry. Did I just throw that at you then, Deb?
You did, don't worry.
I did practically, didn't I, Deb? Sorry. Sorry. So if we've got brand new customers watching...
Okay.
If you wanted to talk about... The great thing about polymer clay, and I'll ask you your opinion as well, is for me, it's any experience level.
Oh,
can use polymer clay, can't they?
Any age, any experience.
Yeah,
you can pick it up and make. I had a beginner's workshop on Saturday. Hello to everybody who came to that. Thank you very much.
We had a chat at all about that, didn't we? So what a lovely time you'd had, didn't you?
I had a great time. A lovely crowd of ladies, and everyone comes on the workshop and says, "I've got it all, but I can't open it." And I say, it happens every time to a beginner's workshop. Too scared to open it.
I don't know what to do with it once you've opened it.
And within about half an hour, they said, "What are you scared about? It's just fun. And if you make a mess, it just goes inside the next thing. There is no waste with polymer clay.
It's like plasticine for adults.
It is exactly like that. That's right. So it's really, really easy to use. It's a non-toxic craft medium. It's made up of tiny particles of PVC mixed together with a plasticizer, and then a pigment is added. And then when you bake it in your own oven, you don't need any posh equipment.
I mean, you can get them, but you don't have to, do you?
You don't have to. It can be done, with any in your own home.
Yep.
You don't need a special kiln or what have you. It's just really fun medium. You can lose days there.
Really good. That's the only thing I would say. Yeah. Once you get into it, it is very, very, exactly, very addictive. Now, and what I love as well about polymer clay, all different types and textures of polymer clay as well. These are your lovely soufflés. These are your Sculpey soufflés. They're all 48 grams, and that can go a very long way as well, can't it?
Very long way. It depends obviously on what you're making, the size and what have you. But yes, it can.
Now, I've not seen that one before. I love that. That's the concrete.
It is.
I love that. That is gorgeous. And then we've got these lovely, we've got jades, we've got these lagoons, royalty.
That's purple.
That's the royalty in the purple there. That's very, very apt for you, because you are royalty when it comes to polymer clay, Deb, obviously. And then we've got lovely, I love the sea glass. Which one's the sea? I'm trying to work out which one some of these ones are.
Sea glass is this one.
Oh, is that the sea glass?
Yeah.
That is lovely. I love that.
Beautiful jade sort of colour.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Those are some of those colours I've never seen before. I like them. In fact, I don't think I've seen, apart from the lagoon, I don't think I've ever seen any one of those in the soufflés.
I think we had a batch of soufflé come in just to try it out, and then this is like a second
it's lovely.
phase of it.
Gorgeous. So. Now, should we go naughty?
If we must. I said the other day,
we must.
They said, you do look cross sometimes, you know. And I went, yeah, that's quite right, because they don't really need to reduce it. Yeah, because we don't
need to, do we?
No.
It's just, but we like that.
But we do.
We like to look after you. We do. So we should be £2.45 each, okay? We're going to take them to £1.79 each. Oh now, hang on. If we knew that as a percentage, £2.49 to £1.79 is a huge saving.
It is a huge saving.
That is a
huge saving.
massive price saving.
It
but
is.
yeah, it's about a third off technically, if you think about it, isn't it? Yeah, about a third off. Lovely colours as well, all complementary.
They are beautiful. They are beautiful, actually. They go really well together.
Yeah, and then the souffle is normally more expensive as well, isn't it?
By a couple of pence. I think by about 5p or something.
Yeah.
I mean, Sculpey is a manufacturer of lots of different clays. This particular one is very, very soft, and it has like a suede finish. It's not really for doing intricate canes. It's too soft, but it's very good for taking textures. And it's very good for doing animals, cake toppers. You can carve into it. It's all sorts of things you can do. This is particularly soft, so it's ideal for children to have a go at, because you don't need to make it. You don't need to condition it, which means making it soft to start with. So
you're lovely.
Oh, thank you.
But the good thing is as well today, if you've never worked with polymer clay, we've got everything you could wish for.
Yeah.
We've got the trays with the pins, we've got the polymer clay machine, we've got all the textured mats to go in, we've got the carving tools, we've got everything you could wish for. Yeah. Okay, and the glitters, the squidgy, everything you could wish for. So. Okay, so which one are you going to show us how to do, lovely girl?
Well, we spoke earlier and said we were going to do the rings, and also you wanted to see about the design that's on the locket.
Yes, please, if that's okay.
Well, I've done the design on the locket before, but for those newbies out there, I'll show you. It's a basic flower, and it's really simple to do, but really effective. It's very nice for doing on little beads, and you can put those on your rings as well. You don't need to just put plain.
But that'd be a lovely gift for Mother's Day as well, wouldn't it? Yeah,
it would.
Handmade gift. Mothers always love that, don't they?
That's right. So that locket has two different patterns. It's got one on one side and one on the other, because it's two-sided.
Can I flick that over for you? Do you mind?
One's
Let me just
got
flick
one
that
flower,
over. Look.
And then on the other side, it's got.
Just flick that over. Let me turn the whole thing over because it'd be easier.
And then the other side has got that flower along with 2 or 3 others that I've made really tiny. Wow. So you can see one side and the other side.
That's great, because as you say, I mean, the spaces and the chain and the actual gemstones, it's irrelevant which side they're on.
Exactly.
Oh, great. That's a reversible necklace. That in itself is lovely.
That's right. You can do 2 different colours, couldn't you? Really, really pretty. Right, so I'm going to start off by doing something really simple, which is the simple flower, all right? So I've taken the concrete colour, which is the grey.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It is, it's lovely actually. It's nice to mix in with things as well, because it gives a different tone. So I'm going to take the grey and I'm going to take a little square of one of the other colours. I'm just going to roll it, and where it touches and it folds back, it leaves like a little mark. Just put it down on my tile. And you roll it up to be like a licorice allsort. Okay? Then you make that really thin, about the thinness of a very fine pencil. And I've cut that into 5.
Okay.
Now, Mother Nature does things in
odd numbers, absolutely.
Okay. So I've just got a little bit of the blue. I don't know what I used in the middle of that. What was it? Oh, grey. I'm going to use the grey then. A little bit of the grey, and I'm going to use that as the centre of the flower.
Okay.
All right. So the centre of the flower needs to be about the same size as what's going to be the petals.
Okay, got you.
All right.
Yep.
Then I need another little strip of grey, just squeezed into some triangles, tiny triangles, or or little spacers really. And this is going to part the petals. If I was just to put all of those around in a circle and then made that into a flower, they would just squash into a hexagon.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see the definition between them.
Absolutely.
Okay, so 5, right, really quick. So the petals, just pinch so they look more like a petal, so they point in towards the middle. Then you put a spacer. Then I get the next one and do the same.
Yeah.
Push to a point. And whoops, put into the centre.
Got you.
All right. The next one, pinch to a point, put a spacer, and the next petal.
So keep alternating them.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Now, obviously, the more you do this, the more definition you can put. You can start to cut into your petals to put lots of different detail.
Yeah.
You can go bananas with these flowers, but I'm just doing a basic daisy, really.
Okay.
And this looks really pretty in black and white or yellow and white.
Yeah, I bet it does,
anything.
yeah.
It's really lovely. So with this, I would then wrap it in the grey.
Okay. Just to sort of keep it all together.
That's right.
Yeah.
And just pull it to make it smaller. Don't roll it because you'll distort it. Just keep working it and twist it until you get to something like that. That is the same. I don't know if you can see actually there. If I put it towards the camera, see that?
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
All right, that's a flower like that. So once you've got to that cane, which is the same as this, but that's wrapped in grey.
Yeah.
All right, I'll cut that out. You'll see what I mean.
That's wrapped in the concrete,
That's right.
Okay.
It's exactly the same, but
Okay.
just bigger. So there's the cane. There's your cane finished. Now, if I wanted to put that into the locket, if I stick that on there, so I use my clay roller just to make a sheet, I would take, I think in the locket I've used the concrete, but you can use whatever colour you want.
Yeah.
I've just taken a few pieces. Now, because there's grey around the outside, you can see it.
Yeah.
All right. If you don't want to see the fact that it's got the line around it, you use your concrete to be underneath it. Let me show you what I mean. Just put this through the clay roller. When you start with the clay, try and condition it. That means to cut your slices, flatten them out to start warming it up before you put it through your clay roller, otherwise you'll damage the
And what number are you putting it through at the moment, Deb?
Number 2 at the moment, which is about right. Don't want to do it too thin or too thick. So if you don't want to see the pattern, you'll see what I mean now.
Okay.
If you roll that out, the outside of the bead, the outside disappears.
Ah, I've got
Whereas with this one, you see the grey around it. So think about when you do your flower, what you put in between your petals.
Okay.
Because that governs what colour bead or what colour background.
I've got you. Totally understand now you're showing it. Yeah, thank you.
You're going to use, because that, some people do it and say, oh, I've got grey and I really wanted a black bead. Well, think about it before you make it to make sure you've got the right size. There I just used a simple round cutter that matched the locket, baked it in the oven and just stuck it in.
And that was it?
And it's not stuck in, it's just pushed in.
Just placed in?
Just placed in. And that is it. And if you wanted a double-sided, obviously you just put 2 patterns back to back and cut out. With the 25-piece cutter set, which I think we've got, or the starter kit, there is a cutter in both of those that matches
that would do the
perfectly.
job. Brilliant.
So that's all you do. You literally cut a circle out and that's it.
Wow,
right? Really
fantastic.
simple and easy. Now, I'm going to move on now to something with glitter. So
well, shall we do these?
Glitter?
Brilliant. Let's do this next then. Okay, so in this little section here is your we've got 2 glitters because we're just about to show how to cover the rings. So we've got the rings and the sort of bracelet bangles coming up as well. So we've got 2 lots of your glitter. We're going to bring you the indigo blue mega flakes as well in a lovely winter dawn, which is perfect for this time of year. We've got, as you can see there, the lovely silver and that beautiful, that's a real sort of Disney blue, isn't it? Or fairy tale blue.
Lovely, yes.
Oh, it's just lovely. Obviously other animated companies are available. But blue and silver always goes great. Great for nautical as well. Just so complementary to one another. They're absolutely gorgeous. And then in addition, we've got the indigo blue with winter dawn. Now these are your flakes, which is why we give you the squidgy as well, to sort of rub your flakes on. But the colour, if I can, now normally these jump out of these pots. I'm going to do it very gently. We've got air conditioning in the room as well, but look at that. Winter dawn. What a beautiful, beautiful description.
Lovely. Yeah, it is actually, isn't it?
I love the flakes. I love these flakes. They're so lovely. So that is your indigo blue flakes. That's your squidgy, okay, and we'll show you what you'll need that for. But basically, when you're actually using the flakes, you sort of use that to sort of just to separate, well, what would you class it as? How do you word it?
I don't use it for that.
Oh, don't you?
No, only because, well...
I use it, I've been making Christmas cards with it with that.
Have you?
Yeah.
You see, when I use my flakes, I want them to be sheets rather than bits.
Oh, okay. Right.
So I tend to just use them. I tend to use that actually to clean my texture sheets.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's brilliant as a cleaner.
Isn't it weird how we all use it for different stuff?
But that's the thing about craft. You don't have to use it for what it's made for. But I haven't had a go at doing it like that.
Do you know what these used to be used for as well? I was telling Martha earlier. When I used to have a cabriolet car, you have these to clean the cabriolet roof with.
You do?
You do?
You do.
You do. See, Deb, straight away. You do, yeah, you do. You're quite right.
You do.
So we've got the indigo blue. Has this come through into the studio yet? Because it's not coming up on my screen. So just bear with us a second. I'm just trying to get it to make sure. It's a good job I know what they all are. Yeah, so we've got the indigo blue winter dawn flakes. We've got the silver glitter, the blue glitter, and the squidgy as well. Okay. Okay, so this is, we're just going to get the price in for you. Should be $11.80. Oh, that's a good price. Okay, goodness gracious me. Oh, we're looking after you this Monday morning. Monday afternoon.
are.
Monday afternoon already.
It is, I know.
So now we're going to the afternoon.
fine. I don't know.
We've been having cake today, haven't we, Deb?
Well, oh, it's lovely.
Shouldn't tell anybody. But there's no calories in it, was there?
No calories whatsoever.
It's my birthday
No.
cake left over, so we all tucked in, didn't we?
We did. Very nice.
So, $7.95 for all of that. Oh gosh. Deb's face. Look, you look perplexed, Deb.
For all of it.
That's what I looked. I was just double checking that was right. We're looking through the glass at the production team, going, "Is that right?" But yeah, knock yourselves out. We're all a bit. Look at that.
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
Deb's. Really? Well, enjoy. Mega flakes, blue glitter, silver glitter, and your squidgy. $7.95. Well, those flakes. I got two different coloured tubs of the flakes, and I made all my Christmas
But the
cards.
flakes aren't little.
Some of them are huge.
Huge. Huge. Which is what I like, not having to pick up tiny little bits of flake. That's not a flake.
Especially if you're trying to do your sheets.
Yeah, that's not a flake, is it? That's
No.
huge.
That's a sheet.
Yes,
in
you've got
itself.
loads of those.
One sheet.
Oh, I know. And that's fabulous, actually, that you've got in your hand. That is fabulous.
My squidgy.
That squidgy is a texture on the clay.
It is. Oh, I just dropped it.
Yeah, really good.
But yeah, that's a squidgy, in case you were wondering. So well done, Denise, Pat, Julie, Jane, Leslie, there's Margaret, Denise, Maura, Cherry. Good luck, everybody. Fantastic, well done. $7.95. Code is TKGC95. Okay, right then. So we've now. I did tell you there were lots and lots of components to this kit. We've bought you the gemstones, the beading thread essentials, the locket and the magnetic locket, and the 90-piece findings kit. We've bought you all the souffle Sculpey clays. We've bought you now the glitters, the mega flakes, and the squidgy, and we've still got the bangles and the rings to come. Okay.
Loads.
I know.
Right, glitters. I love glitters.
I think we all love glitter, don't we? How could you not love glitter?
I know. This is just fabulous. So, you don't
So this
need
is for the
very
rings,
much.
lovely
This
girl?
is for the rings.
Yeah, I'll pop
You don't
those
need
there.
very much of it. You put a tiny bit out. Don't sneeze or anything.
I was just thinking, please don't sneeze, don't breathe, don't...
You push it into your clay. Now, the colour of the glitter would be more intense if you use the same colour clay as
really?
the glitter. Well, you can see it through slightly. So if I put this on white, it would look quite pale.
Drown it out almost.
Well,
yeah.
it looks like pale turquoise, but I wanted this to be a really deep colour. So keep going until everything has been rubbed in.
Okay. Wow.
And then you see that fabulous.
That's lovely.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
And once it's baked, that is not coming off. It's not like child glitter. This is proper magic glitter, as they call it. That is fit for purpose. This is to stick into polymer clay. So I'm just going to pop that back down on my tile. Do it on top of something so you don't get it everywhere. It's quite nice to be covered in glitter occasionally. And at our workshop on Saturday, we got all the glitters out and everybody went home absolutely caked in it. It's brilliant. Brilliant.
I can think of worse things to be covered in.
Absolutely.
I'll quite happily go home in glitter.
Absolutely. Now, I've cut a tiny strip of my lovely glitter and I'm going to turn it over and I'm just going to cut at an angle on one end, okay? And these lovely rings, you can see there is a portion at the back where you can make this larger or smaller, okay?
Got you.
So I don't want to cover that in clay in case people want to make it larger.
Yeah, absolutely.
all right? So I've just put that piece of clay that I've sort of graduated and I'm just going to place it right next to the other end, okay? And I'm going to do the same the other side. Pop it down on my tile, measure it and just cut it at an angle. And then this will stretch. And you want it to stretch because you want it to really stick to the ring.
And why do you cut it at an angle, Deb, just so I can...
So you haven't got this blunt finish.
Okay.
It just goes into the ring.
Tapers in almost, yeah.
And it just means that
Okay.
you don't catch it, you're not going to pull it off.
Okay.
And you can see that is stretching and stretching and covering, but don't worry if it's starting to cover the bit at the back. Then it's just like when you've baked a cake with your pastry.
Yeah, just cutting off the edges.
Cutting off the edges, okay, making sure it's nice and neat,
Yeah.
going all the way round. Okay, and I'm just going to trim that again. I'm just going to trim it just so.
So you've got the adjustable section still.
Yeah.
I'll turn the rings around that
Push
you've
it.
done actually so that people can see that.
Yeah. It just finishes just on the edge of the adjustable part of the ring. Okay?
Yep.
Just nice and neat and tidy. So there is your ring. Now you can obviously, you can cover it with patterns. You know, you can cover rings with the patterns, you can put your lovely flowers, you can put stripes, you can put all sorts of things on. And I just think that looks really pretty. And if you make lots of different colours, you can stack them up together, you know, lots of different colours. I just think they're really fun rings. And that just is baked on the ring, in the oven, done.
And can I ask, what sort of temperature for people that are new and how long for roughly?
All right, on the back of all the packets, it is explained to you how long to cook your clay for. It says maximum 130, 15 to 30 minutes. Now, I do mine about 120-ish, 130. I have a little camping oven or a toaster oven that has a timer on it, so it turns off. And I do mine at about 120 for about 20 minutes. The rule of thumb is every 1/4 inch to do for 15 minutes.
Oh,
so if you're going to do a big chunky bead, you need at least half an hour.
Got you.
Okay, but a little ring like this, I'll probably do for 20 minutes. It'll be absolutely fine. One thing I would say is, and when I do these beginners classes, it reminds me of what I should tell people that are just starting out. When you take your pieces out of the oven, they will be soft. All the oven does is it melts those little particles of plastic, basically. And it's when you take it out of the oven, that 20 minutes afterwards, when it goes cold, is when it goes hard. So don't bake it, get out and think, oh, but bake it again. It's not done.
That's a good point, because I'd have panicked. I'd have panicked.
Yeah, but souffle clay and primo, which is another Sculpey clay that we stock, will always be flexible, especially the souffle. So don't think it's going to be rock hard. It's supposed to have flexibility.
So it's like when you cook your meat joint and you have to let it rest. It's that kind of thing.
And go back to it and think, okay, it's fine.
I'm glad you said that, because I haven't done it myself at home with the oven yet, and I would have panicked. I'd have thought it wasn't ready and I'd have rebaked it.
If you're using your own oven as well, sometimes it's nice to use a thermometer, because my oven is hotter at the back on the front and make sure it's the right temperature.
All ovens are different, aren't they? They've all got their little...
They are, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's a lovely, simple way to cover those rings, isn't it?
Absolutely. And obviously you can cut clay and put them inside and use them as bezels, which I have. It's really simple and easy. I think they look really fun, actually.
And you think all those lovely colours we had earlier, where you've got that, I mean, you've done it there in the concrete and the blue, but there was that lovely jade, there was that lovely, the purple was beautiful, the blues.
I only picked these out because of the glitters. I just think they look nice covered in the glitter, but you can do whatever you want.
Lovely, nice, relatively simple as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, children could do this. You know?
Well, should we bring the rings and the bangle in then? I think that's very opportune timing, don't you think? So we've got these lovely bangles, which obviously you can use as a bangle if you wanted to, or as Deb's done, actually flatten it out, drill in to attach the chain, and it looks gorgeous, which we'll show you in a moment as well. So we've got these lovely bangles. I mean, the great thing is, because they're so malleable, they're so easy. I mean, that's it. One size fits all. They've got a brass base. They're silver plated, these brass cuffs. They're 160mm by 32mm across, but they look really cool and really...
I like it just like that, actually.
I do. See, you're like me, Deb. See, I do. I love that just as it is. But you could sort of stamp into these as well, couldn't you?
Of course you could. Yes, you could.
So they're lovely.
They look lovely hammered, you know, like a real textured finish.
With a textured finish, absolutely. So you've got 2 of those. And then what we've got is, now we've got 7 of these. Now we were talking about sizes earlier. Before you've extended it, this fits onto my finger, and I'm a size 6 L to M. But as Deb Bulford said there, you can actually stretch these out to take them to a size 7. So size 7, it'll go down to a size 6 L to M as well, because if you actually push it into position, that's it extended to size 7. Push it back in to make it a size 6. So they are adjustable by a ring size. So that makes it great as well. And you see how they graduate as well? See, look, they graduate into the middle. So they're tapered slightly as well. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Could be gents or ladies, those actually, couldn't they?
Or children.
Or children, yeah.
You could actually, if you've got children, these would be fabulous for them to make. Rings and things. They really would. Yeah, I mean, I went to an 8-year-old's birthday party on Saturday. Now, thankfully, at the house, there's a swimming pool, so great. That was a great pool party. But, you know, having something for them to do instead of video games and all that kind of stuff. I've done kids' parties before. Brilliant. Rather than have party bags that go in the corner and never see the light of day. It's nice for them to come, and actually their party bag is to make something. Give them 2 or 3 rings each. Yeah. And say, right, give you some clay. That's it.
I mean, these are great. I mean, there are 20 here. You know, average party, I don't know, 10 kids, 50, whatever. And you, as you said, make rings and all that glitter and, oh gosh, heaven, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
keep
really
them
quiet.
lovely. Keep them quiet for a bit, yeah, definitely. And that is the thing, keeping them entertained, isn't it, when you've got them in your home, I'll tell you.
Absolutely.
So, oh, sorry.
No,
sorry. I'll just bash you.
Okay.
Moving on, brilliant, she's then, I'll whack her. So 20 of the rings, 20, very generous. 2 of the brass cuffs as well. But as I said, you can make them into a necklace, as our lovely Deb has as well, or as a bangle, as she's done with both. And you've made earrings with those as well, haven't you?
I have. I've made them into all sorts of things. That's what's a nice being a guest designer, because you think, now, how can I think outside the box?
What can I do different?
What can I do different?
I don't want to make those into a ring. Yeah, they're lovely. Really lovely. I love them. Love the fact that they're adjustable by a ring size as well.
Absolutely,
brilliant.
yeah.
So, in fact, yeah, can I show you these? Just look, if I just pop these in front, just so you can see what we're talking about. There's a couple of the, and Deb's used them in the necklace as well with the brass cuff. But aren't they lovely? Look, beautiful. Is that with the silks again in those earrings?
No, that isn't the silk. That's in the next kit, the silk screen. This is the foil, and I've put it through the clay roller so it crackles.
Oh wow.
Okay, so
lovely.
and just cut a disc out.
Oh, they're lovely. I love them. With those little spacer beads as well, they're gorgeous.
They're lovely.
Okay, so the bangle and the rings should be, if we weren't Jewellery Maker and we weren't hugely naughty on a Monday. I think Monday you've got to kickstart the week.
Oh, you have.
You have. You just had a lovely weekend. You've got the whole weekend. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, brilliant. Thank you, darling. Oh,
gosh, that's good.
$11.95. Just pop those back over
Things
there.
are really expensive, you know,
I know.
on the internet. If you look at it in a jeweller's shop, something this quality, it's really expensive.
If you went, I was going to say, let's face it, if you went into a fashion shop, a retail shop, or an accessory shop, or something like that on the high street, I think $11.95. You'd be asked for one of them.
Oh God, and the rest.
Easily.
And the rest. Gosh, yeah, and the rest. I mean, I've seen these for at least £20-something each, and they're just. These are lovely quality as well.
They are lovely, and they're lovely and malleable. I mean, they're so easy to get on and off. That's it. Look, straight on and off. Brilliant.
I mean, you could just brush this with sandpaper, and you'll get the finish that's inside the brushed finish.
Yeah, because it's got like a lovely, as you said, lovely mashed. That's brushed and matte. Do you like that?
Yeah, I do.
That was brushed and matte.
Lovely. Like
yeah,
that,
like it. We like that. But they're lovely. They're really pretty.
Nice.
Great.
Gosh.
But this is the whole point. This is what we do for you, you see. We at Jewellery Maker, what we want to do is make it possible for you, especially if you sell your jewellery, and obviously you want to make your what you class as a profit margin or markup, whatever terminology you want to use. The whole point is that we bring you all this beautiful, beautiful equipment and beautiful gemstones and findings and lockets and all these so that you can then add on. We give it you at way below the market price you should be paying, way below retail price. Quality is fantastic. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. So again, if you're not happy with it, straight back. But we've got a 2% returns rate. I mean, that's so low.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Because that's the quality of the goods.
These rings can be put onto scarves as well. You know, these scarves have got the gems at the front. That they can be threaded on. If you do them lots of different colours, you can put them onto.
Especially if you're doing with those glitters as well and all the different colours. Oh, really lovely idea, yeah. Love them. So you're loving these at $11.95. We've just had a question come in actually from our lovely Francis in Devon. Hello, Francis. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, lovely. I'm pretty new to working with clay, and I was wondering if the rings would need some sort of varnish before wearing.
No.
No? So once you bake that glitter in, don't have to seal it in?
Actually, no, you're right, actually, Francis. I say no, but the glitter is going to be really on the top of your finger. I am, as I've said many, many times before, I am extremely heavy-handed. I'm terrible. And I bash around like there's no tomorrow.
Do you?
Oh, I'm
You're like a bull in a china shop.
I am, always have been. So I would actually put a gloss varnish over the top. You don't put a matte varnish because you take away some of the glitter, but if you have a gloss varnish, put over the top, or even some wax, like the floor wax, you know, that sort of thing. Something to protect the glitter, because you're quite right, the more you keep wearing it, but it happened with any jewellery, the more you keep sort of touching it, and if you keep banging it on a work surface, yes, it is going to rub off, but after a long time. But that really has sunk into the clay. The glitter really goes into the clay. Yeah. But yes, for peace of mind, if you're going to sell it,
good idea.
Yeah,
good idea.
Good idea.
Now, Gail in Lancashire said, can the rings be manipulated after they've been baked, i.e. will the clay break?
you move the back of the ring such a little amount that no, it's not going to crack, it's not going to come off. Because with some metals, when you put something on, like clay on, when it comes out the oven, you can just lift it off and then stick it back. With these rings, obviously you can't, because you're just going to break and crumble.
It's a tiny amount,
isn't
it?
Yeah, it is such a tiny amount.
Yeah.
But those rings I made and I kept on during the evening, and they haven't damaged at all. No, you can pull them open and closed, and the clay hasn't come off. So
got you.
Yeah.
Okay. But as you said, it's a very small amount, isn't it, that it's moving?
Small amount, and it hasn't cracked. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Brilliant. They were a good couple of questions, weren't they?
Yeah,
very
very
good
good.
questions. Brilliant. Keep them coming. That's exactly what that's what I love
like
about
questions.
you do, don't you? Because again, sometimes as well, occasionally, and it is occasionally, our guest designers, they don't know the answer. Very occasionally, just not
We'll
very
tell
often.
you the truth.
But what I love about you is you always go off and find it and come back.
Yeah, because there's no point saying something if it's not right, is
Absolutely.
it? No.
We've got to be honest. If you don't know, you don't know.
No, that's right.
I've not yet found anything that Deb doesn't know.
Oh, I have.
But I'm sure that's my challenge, trying to find something that you don't know.
I have. You never stop learning, though, do you?
Every
you
day's
never
a
stop
school
learning.
day.
Yeah.
Every day's a school day. Now, the only other thing to mention as well, when you've got your clay, if you've got unused clay, do you just keep it in an airtight box in some sort of...
Okay.
Because you want to keep you have to look after your clay, don't you?
You do. Don't put it near a radiator, and don't put it somewhere that's going to be freezing cold, like a garage, because if it freezes or it starts to bake, obviously it's going to affect the composition of the clay.
Yeah.
But if you were to keep this in a box that has a number 5 with an arrow around it, that means it's recyclable, and it tends to be this sort of colour.
Yeah.
Our storage boxes are like this.
Yeah.
Slightly opaque, this sort of colour box. Slightly opaque box, not the clear ones, the cheap ones you get if you put your
So
food
if they've
in.
gone to the dishwasher and they've gone cloudy,
Yeah, exactly.
that's the kind of one you're looking for.
Yeah, this
with the number
sort of
5
box,
on it.
That's
Yeah.
right. This sort of box is slightly thicker, and it won't react. Now, if you're a bit worried about it, just get a tiny little bit of clay, pop it in the corner of your box, leave it overnight, and you'll know the next morning, because it will start to go sticky like chewing gum. It'll start to eat into the plastic. Yeah. But as long as you keep that wrapped up or covered, when I finish my day of doing polymer clay, and I've still got some out and I want to work on it tomorrow, I get the lid of one of these boxes and just put it over my tile. The only thing that will make your clay go firm is dust, pet hair, that sort of thing, and that just soaks into the plasticizers and takes out the moisture.
Right, okay.
But it won't actually bake, it won't go hard like clay.
Okay, great, okay. Just for those of you, because sometimes we've got to take it back to basics. Yeah. I mean, as I said, Deb had that lovely beginner's course for polymer clay on Saturday.
I had all sorts of questions,
Sunday, no, you had Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday,
yeah. Right then, I'll tell you what we'll do then. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you, gorgeous face.
Pleasure.
What we will do actually is we'll just give you some alternatives, especially because of those rings. You've got 20 of the rings there. So what we thought we'd do is, these are the, as Deb said a moment ago, these are the Primo Sculpeys, which is slightly different. Just going to check that we've got all the way down. Yeah, okay. Lovely colours. Can I line them all out so we can fit them all in? Let's see if we can get them all in. There we go. I love the colours. We've got every colour there, from magenta to white granite, pomegranate, purple, raw sienna. What's an unusual one? Raw sienna. And the lovely turquoise. Gorgeous colours, absolutely wonderful. Now these are these are actually 57 grams in total. So the difference between these and the souffle is a little softer.
Souffle is softer. Primo is the best all-round clay on the market.
Thought you might say that.
Yep, it is.
Yep.
It's not too firm, not too soft. You can do caning with it, you can do modelling with it. It needs a bit of conditioning, of making soft, in other words, but it is the best all-round clay. And the reason that we chose this 5+ years ago is the fact that you can go from colour to colour and it doesn't come off on your hands.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know any other clay where that happens. Just say that is it these two? Can I move those?
Yeah, of course you can, my lovely girl. Yeah.
The two that are here.
With the accents on them.
Yeah, the accent, the purple on the outside, those two. The gold means it's solid clay. The purple means there's something added. With this one, it looks like granite. It's like little particles in to make it look like stone.
Yeah, you can just see them actually, can't you?
You can, just about. They look like little pebbles, really pretty. This one has mica powder in other words, it has a metallic finish.
So it almost looks quite glittery almost, doesn't it? And that makes me think of like a nougat. Yes, yeah, that's what makes you think.
actually,
Yeah,
very much
absolutely.
so.
It was makes you think so. So that's good because I knew with the accents, but I hadn't spotted the difference in the colouring. So the purple and the gold, I hadn't spotted that. All the times I've done Polymer clay and I didn't see every day is a school day.
Absolutely.
Okay, so again, you've got 2 with the accents in there, okay, and then you've got 3 in all the different colours. Your polymer clay in your magenta, your white granite, magenta pearl rather, white granite, pomegranate, purple, raw sienna and turquoise. There are 6 there in total, all 57 grams in weight. And let's get you the pricing, so you can have all those different colours. We're going to crash the price for you. Don't look, Deb. Just don't look. Please. She dare not. $7.95 for all 6.
Oh my goodness me.
How much is that per one, young Helena? Oh, she's just grabbing a calculator. Brilliant deal. Brilliant, fantastic. And again, it's this one. Oh, we've just gone down to £1.32.
One of the ladies on Saturday, Yvette, if you're watching, I hope you're okay. I loved your jewellery that you made, really good. She does things like with beavers and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So this is perfect. She was thinking, what on earth can I do for boys and girls that will keep them
great
occupied?
idea,
Well, you can make, a couple of beads and put a cord in between as a bookmark for boys, or key rings, or the white makes fabulous shark teeth. You know, the teeth, the like a tooth on a leather cord for boys. Love it. Or skulls or something like that.
Or rhino horns or that kind of thing,
That's perfect for that.
Cool.
That looks like proper bone, if you colour it a little bit. So all of these are great for children's clubs, that sort of thing. It's really good.
I'm going to recommend that.
Adults a lot as
My
well.
sister-in-law, all of her family are all into this, run scouts and venture scouts and beavers.
Fabulous.
And I'm going to recommend. I hadn't even thought of recommending this to her.
Really
what a
fabulous.
Great idea.
Really, really good, because they go home with something that's so unique to them. We'll
have to recommend they do a badge in polymer clay.
Yeah, well, you just need a brooch back and they can make their own badges.
But I mean, when you have to have a badge, you have to do a badge in different tasks. We could make them have a polymer clay badge they have to work towards.
Yeah, we did the scout numbers on Saturday, so she could take it back and
that's a good idea. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because each club's got their own number, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Were you in the Girl Guides?
I was asked to leave brownies.
And me. I was a sprite. I got chucked out.
Didn't want to know.
Why did you get asked to leave, can't I ask?
I just couldn't sit still.
Oh, I couldn't shut up.
I just sat there.
It's a bit bad when you get asked to leave the brownies, though, isn't it?
Really.
Yeah. I was a sprite, shortly.
I don't know what I was. I just didn't get on with
You little imp.
Yeah.
Right then, so everybody's loving those. So I haven't got a huge amount of those. So Adelaide, Isabel, Christine, a collector in Angus, Lynn in Devon, Annette in Warwickshire, Frankie in Powys, and Patricia in County Down. Just think about checking about if you want to make sure you get them, my lovelies, for that reduced price of £1.32 each. Because again, feel free. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. Have a look out there on the internet and see how much they usually are. £1.32 is a heavily discounted price. So well done. Well done. Now, I'll tell you what we will just squeeze in before the end of the show for you is the actual clay rolling machine. Oh, sorry, I've done it again. I keep elbowing now, poor Deb. Now, where is my machine? Oh, I'm just going to grab it. Just going to grab it.
Yeah, the clay rolling machine is not an essential.
Oh, I'm being past it.
But once you've used it, you'll find that you don't want to be without it. It is a really useful tool. It really is.
And it is technically a pasta machine, isn't it?
It is.
It's a pasta machine.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Don't do the two, though.
No, keep them separate.
Keep them separate.
So reasonable. I'd get 2 or 3.
Now, one thing to mention on this, you have different numbers depending on the different thickness that you want for the polymer clay.
Right. Okay, on the side you have a dial that's a ratchet dial. Starts from number 1 and you line the numbers up with the top of the roller and you pull out and you turn. That makes the rollers go in or out. Okay?
Yep. And the other thing to mention is, now something I must just say, and I think you will absolutely agree with me, when you are if you are creating a lot of polymer clay pieces, you do need to clean it out regularly, don't you?
You need to clean it, but also I would, depending on the price, I'm sure it's extremely reasonable, I've got 2 or 3 and I keep one for my translucents and whites and pearls, and then I've got my other one for colours and what have you. Because you don't want to contaminate them. And all you need to do to clean them is you turn them upside down and just run either a cotton bud or something just along where the blades are inside, and you'd be amazed how much clay comes out of it.
Yeah, you do actually. It's absolutely, You'd
be amazed.
It's like when you've got a crumb catcher on your toaster.
I know.
You don't realise how much comes out, do you? No, you don't.
No, you don't. You don't.
It's a shocker.
You don't.
Right, then, so everybody's loving those of those. So Adelaide's about Christine, a collector in Angus, Lynn in Devon, Annette in Warwickshire, Frankie in Powys, and Patricia in County Down. Just think about checking about if you want to make sure you get them, my lovelies, for that reduced price of £1.32 each. Because again, feel free. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. Have a look out there on the internet and see how much they really are. Have we got any clay we could just put through so we could just quick...
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, we could do it on yours,
have.
couldn't we? Because this one's a brand new one.
Okay,
so just quickly to show you how it actually goes through on Deb's lovely machine.
All right, I'll just squash this cane that I made earlier.
Gorgeous face.
That's okay. You pop your clay on the top.
Yep.
Okay. And you turn the handle. Ooh, squeak.
Yep.
And the clay goes through. Don't worry about the funny shapes that come out.
Yeah. Because you just keep putting it through, don't you? Keep folding it.
Just keep putting it through until you get it to a nice even square or rectangle. And every time you put it through, if I can put that to the camera, you just get a nice sheet of clay. It's nice and flat, and every time you put it through on the same number, it just comes out the same. Just makes your things look more professional.
Yeah,
really.
Absolutely. I mean, you can roll it by hand, but that keeps the sort of the thickness consistent as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't think you can do it consistently rolling by hand because you automatically start with pressure and then you ease off.
Of course you do, yeah. And that's just human nature, you can't avoid it. So they are, if you are going to start and you want to create really good professional finishes, and the great thing to mention about this, now this has got a heck of a weight to it, this machine, despite the fact we're sending you this good sized polymer clay machine out. No, I've gone under £10. Oh my goodness me! And we still, just think about this now. We still only charge you £2.95 post and packaging, no matter what you buy today. Despite the weight of that machine.
Show you what to do this.
Yes, please.
See, there's a hole here at the front. There's a hole at the front. Your clamp goes through there and goes underneath your table.
Yep. Secure into position.
That's right. Then your handle will go in the front.
Yeah.
But when you use it, the reason you have to do it at the table is the fact that the handle goes below.
Below, absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Fantastic. I can't believe we've gone to £10. I've never seen you go under 10. Never?
Only once I think I've seen it. Well, a couple of times I've seen it go under 10, but that is almost staff cost. That is.
Well, I was just going to say that, yeah, because I looked at it. Yeah, I might be getting on myself one of those actually, because I've not got a pasta making machine either. So Claire, Janet, Frankie,
Amazing.
Isabel, Emily, Denise, collectors, Mary and Jan. A lot of people coming in for these. Again, they are. Whenever we get these, they go out ever so quickly. Sheila, Catherine, collectors in Angus as well. Well done. It is first come, first serve. We're really, really busy today, as we always would be with the calibre of guest designers. I mean, Laura Harding and now you.
I know.
Hey, we've been
Laura's
spoiled.
jewellery was beautiful this morning.
Oh, she's lovely, isn't she?
Gorgeous.
She had this
lovely.
horrible cold, she can't shake it.
I know, everybody
For
has.
weeks.
I know.
Yeah. Right then, so well done. Thank you so much for your brilliant demonstration.
Pleasure.
You are
Pleasure.
wonderful. Thank you. Right, coming up after the break, we have got bundles, bonanza, fantastic deals. And then we've got another demonstration coming up in the following hour. And again, you think this jewellery is amazing. You wait till you see the second batch. It's... Got my favourite piece in that one, haven't we? Me and Martha.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Right, so please stay with us if you can. And Deb and I'll join you after the break.
Come and join guest designer Mark Smith with his fantastic DVD Chips and Nuggets with Wire. Mark guides you through everything you need to know to create these stunning pieces. From the tools that you will use to different types of wire and the gorgeous gemstones featured, it's like having a personal tutor in your living room.
Join guest designer Gemma Crow as she brings you a fascinating DVD that teaches you how to create all of your important findings that are essential to everybody's collection. Gemma will take you through step by step to create all of your finishing touches that bring your pieces to life. Essential for all jewellery makers. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Join guest designer Sarah Elvin for the Introduction to Bead Looming DVD. Sarah will guide you through many techniques including adding beads, pattern creations, beading with chips, adding beads to warp thread, as well as how to set up your bead loom. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Hello my lovelies, welcome back. Massive thank you to our lovely Deb Bulford for doing that fantastic demonstration. She's just washed her hands of glitter. De-glitterising herself, aren't you lovely?
I am.
She is as well. Right then, thank you for your company today. Right, we're now going to bring you a hot, oh gosh, so many people have got that clay rolling machine for under £10. Well done everybody, congratulations. Right then, I've got some fantastic, we call it a bundle. And what do we mean by that? Because I think we forget sometimes to sort of explain what everything is. So when we bring you bundles, it basically means we're putting things together. So normally sort of a minimum of 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 5, depending on what we do. And we put them together, and then like the kits that we've just bought you with our lovely Deb, we then sort of throw as much opportunity to take that down in price as opposed to buying them individually. So this is a great way to get more into your stash with less outlay. That's the way you look at it. Okay, so what we've called this, which very interestingly is the Pantone 2016. So the Pantone colours for 2016 are these lovely pastel blues and actually rose quartz. Rose quartz is officially one of the Pantone 2016 colours for this year. So we thought we'd bring you this really pretty combination of the three actually. Let me show you now. Really new. I've never seen this before, but again, it's just lovely to see. You know, and I'd love to be on the board, wouldn't you? Of the Pantone colours, and I'm to choose them. I'd love to do that. I really would. Now they're really, really pretty. They go beautifully together. I mean, it's almost like thinking about a lovely turquoise or an aquamarine and a morganite, and they're just beautiful. Look at that. I mean, that just screams spring going into summer, doesn't it? Look at those lovely colours. What you've got here is this blue coloured dye quartz, this lovely shaded lavender. So there's all different shades of lavender in there. Gosh, they're gorgeous. And then in the centre, you've got the pink coloured dye quartz. So, you know, made to look like a sort of form of very lovely morganite or sort of like a candy floss pink, isn't it? And then these are like a bubblegum blue. They're just gorgeous. Really, really pretty. Lovely. Just thinking they go lovely with the first kit as well, with the rainbow moonstone that we had in there. And the apatite, they'd go lovely. The lovely, beautiful agates we had in there as well. They look gorgeous. So very complimentary to the first kit. Your Pantone 2016 colours in one bundle. That's my favourite there. I love that one. That's gorgeous. Yeah, it's almost like makes you think of sort of turquoise and morganite and kunzite almost in there with those or sort of lavender amethyst as well, Rose de France amethyst. They're beautiful, love them. Okay, so there should be price for all three. Well, that's not technically right, is it? £8.85 for 3, but I'm very intrigued now. Very intrigued at what we're going to do for 3 strands of she's done it again. £1.99 each. £1.99 each. That is incredible. I mean, that is a lot. When we think this is Mother Nature, this is genuine gemstones. We're not talking glass. We're not talking synthetics, we're talking genuine, absolutely. Our lovely friend Deb's in, our lovely friend Eleanor's in as well, and our lovely Jane in Worcestershire, the Samantha in the Isle of Anglesey. Have you ever been to the Isle of Anglesey, Deb?
No, I haven't actually.
No, nor me. No. I've never been to the Isle of Anglesey. Never. I don't know, is that where Prince William does his flight? I don't know. I have heard of the Isle of Anglesey. I've never been. Oh, it sounds lovely. Sounds beautiful. So lovely, Samantha. Sounds gorgeous. Sarah the Tyne, Weir, Angela, Elfiena. I love your name. Oh, I love your name, Elfiena. One of our presenters on Gemporia has just had a little baby. We called her Aurelia. Aurelia. A lovely name, Aurelia. Beautiful, very pretty. Okay, so if you love all those pastel tones that just beautifully blend together, they're just so pretty. Just makes me think of spring. Spring coming in already. We're supposed to have a really cold flash this week, aren't we? Well, that would just warm you up straight away with those tones. And again, look at that against the skin tone. So complementary, those. Love them. Beautiful, really pretty. Never seen any of those before. Oh, lovely treat. Oh, they're dreamy. Love the blues. Oh, Carol likes them so much she's had two. Good for you. Now, I've got a lot of people within their basket. Sarah, Samantha, Deb, Angela, Jennifer, Charlene, Frida, Wendy. I've only got a certain, obviously, as well, when we ever take 3 strands of genuine gemstones, regardless of what they are, with all due respect, to $1.99 a strand, they will go very quickly indeed. Okay, so just please grab them while you can. And, I mean, there's now Phyllis coming to the mix, John's coming to the mix, Amanda in the Shetland Islands, Margaret's on the phone. Bearing in mind, when I read these names out, I don't get to know about the people that are on the telephones until they've actually checked out. So when I read you the list of names, that's just people on the internet. That's without the Jewellery Maker app. That's without the telephones. I can only tell you. So sometimes you can... I've done it myself. I've sat at home watching my colleagues presenting, and I thought, oh, yeah, got a bit of time, because they've read a few names. I thought, no, I'll be all right. And then they've gone. But a lot of the time it's because Marilyn's just coming on the phone, Amanda on the phone, Margaret on the phone, Audrey on the phone, another Margaret on the phone. There's a lot of people on the phone. And it's your preference, however you want to check out. Phone, internet, app. Okay, but well done. Well done. Okay, right then, so let me bring you... Oh, no, I noticed these the second I came in today. In fact, I'm going to grab this if that's... Thank you, Deb. You're so lovely. Because we've got Valentine's, it won't be long, will it?
It won't be long at all.
Won't be long till Valentine's. What are we talking? 4 weeks? 4 weeks, I reckon. I'll get my producer. She said, I come back from skiing on Valentine's Day. I'll be skiing at the same time as you, I think, Helena. Yes. Right then, now, they don't have to be for Valentine's Day, but I'll hold them up for you, but I wanted to put the red against the background because they are actually hearts. I'm going to hold this up for you, okay? Because the heart for Valentine's Day, I just don't think there's anything else that represents Valentine's Day as well as this. You've got the heart. So the heart is said to represent passion, the romance, the affection, adoration, love, relationships. And can you see, look at the facet junctions on there, the way they catch the light. You've got these lovely big facet junctions so beautifully cut. And what the lapidurist does is it's a very difficult cut actually, the heart cut, because what happens, they start with a gemstone in a big sort of pear shape, effectively, like a fat bottom pear shape. And then right at the top, as you can see, if I just hold another one up for you, just to show on each section, if I hold that round for you, they've then got a cut, if you can see there, look, that's what you class as a notch, and sort of a notch right into the top. Of course, as you cut that notch into the centre of that pear shape, that's when it can all go horribly wrong. Because very easily that could break, it could splinter, but you've got to be really talented. Now, once you have cut a gemstone into the heart shape, it's there for good. No danger of that breaking or splitting or fracturing, but it's a hard cut to do. And then to add that level of facet work, it's got a lovely depth to it, look, that heart. Look at that. Just full of life, isn't it? It's beautiful. Now, we don't usually say that we offer you 3. We normally say it's the carat weight we guarantee on Jewellery Maker, but you actually will definitely get 3. They are all 40 carats each. Now, unfortunately, we should have actually put low stock opportunity on this, so we normally put it in big fat capitals, but we've omitted to do that. Let me just show you a balance, if I can. Do my balance. It'd be a lovely pendant. Do you like that, Deb?
I do.
Do you want to have a go?
No, it wouldn't work on me.
I won't ask why. 40 carats though. But again, that's such a good size that could be a lovely lariat.
Yeah, it would actually.
You know, I mean, we bring...
I could just imagine Laura doing her business with her wire and either using either a lovely rose gold or an antique bronze, really fancy wire around. That would be
just
fabulous.
Picture it, can't you? Or Fleur, she could lovely do a lovely chainmail surround on that as well.
Yeah,
really pretty. I just love those hearts. You get, as I said, you get 3 of them. I can't pick them all together because they're so big. They're 40 carats each, beautifully faceted. Red agates, and again, great that we popped them in the red for you, because of course that again, every time you sort of look at Valentine's Day, it's either pink or red, isn't it? Pink, red or black, I think. So those on a lovely black ribbon or black cord, or just lovely.
They're quite vintage looking, aren't they, really?
Do you know, I'm glad you said that, because I was thinking they look quite vintage.
Yeah, they're lovely. You could do some nice steampunk stuff with it.
Yeah. My friend Laura off Gemporia US, she had a steampunk wedding.
Did she?
She's just had her first wedding anniversary. She got married on my birthday, Yeah, bless her. So if you are watching Laura, I'm having dinner with her on Friday. Happy first anniversary. Well done. So Deb made me a lovely labradorite pendant before Christmas. I've worn it, I've hardly took it off. I can't stop wearing it. Now, Deb, I think you do a lovely job. She did some lovely sort of, almost like a Charlotte's web. She'll probably correct me in a minute, but beautifully wire-wrapped labradorite. Absolutely good. Just love to see what you could do with that. Love to see what you could do. I just got them. Oh, Deb, I'd love to see what you do with these. So talented. I've got collectors everywhere. I've got Debbie in New Jersey across the pond, and a collector in Bedfordshire as well. Good luck, my lovelies. Great deal, $9.95. I mean, wow. Fantastic. It was what, £3.32 each? £3.32 each for a 40 carat gemstone. Do you know, this is the hard thing. These are not faux, these are not synthetic, these are not coloured glass. Genuine gemstones, 40 carats. I mean, it's hard to... We get a bit blasé, don't we?
We do.
You know,
we do indeed, yes, we do.
Know, and Mother Nature's only made us so... You know, diamonds, yes, there's lots more of diamonds and a relatively amount of quartz, but there's only a finite amount of genuine gemstones going to be available from planet Earth. You know, so we've got to get them while we can. But yeah, good luck. Incredible price point, £3.32 each. Well done. They are absolutely delicious. Love them. And yeah, they're lovely. As soon as I walked in today, I said, oh, I like them. They're lovely. Lovely, jubbly. Robin, I like this little white display board. I like that. I'm going to keep that there. I like it. It's good. It's good. Because on the red agates, it wouldn't go as well on the black, would they? Oh no, these are going not. In fact, these are going lovely with the first kit with the agates and the moonstones. Oh, I've got a trick. Oh, these are lovely. Oh, some gemstones you pick up and they're just so soothing, so calming. They sort of, you know, sometimes we get a bit stressed sometimes, don't we? I got a bit stressed yesterday when I was cleaning. Well, actually, do you know what it was? Can I just tell you quickly, right? I was trying to make a jelly. And you know that bit where you're melting the lumps in the hot water and then you add the cold water? You've got to melt it, you've got to dissolve it in the hot water. My fella kept coming, do you want to vacuum the chairs? Do you want to do this? I said, will you just give me a minute to finish the jelly? All I wanted was a minute to finish the jelly. He wouldn't give it me, Deb. Oh, we had a right little set too. Will you just give me... just let me finish my jelly. See, later on when he was tucking into the jelly... Hey, happy then? Oh, he was being demanding on what he should vacuum next. I was like, God, just give me a minute. Sorry, little insight into our household yesterday. God, I need a bit of time to make me jelly. You know, it's hard stuff. There was a lot of ingredients in there. I had to, you know, took me ages. Here comes the sun. Oh, it's like when I knew I'd got Deb today on the show. I thought, here comes the sun. Now, these are lovely sunstones. Now, we have moments on Jewellery Maker where we have sort of a parcel of sunstone and we have it on a few times and then it's like a drought. It's like the sun has disappeared for winter and we don't see it for ages. Now, thankfully, we've managed to get you 3 strands and that is in total 450 carats. What I love about sunstone is not only does it have a phenomenon within it, which is what is known as a venturescence. Now, please don't get that confused with adulorescence of a moonstone or labradorescence of a labradorite. A venturescence, now we were talking about glitter earlier with Deb with the first kit. It has a natural inner glitter. That's what a venturescence is. It's a glitter that literally pings out of the gemstone in natural daylight. It's magical, truly magical. And Sunstone, I don't care what skin tone you've got, it will complement every single skin tone. I'll get my nose over it. The skin stone. I can't get all my words combined today, aren't I, Deb? I'm on dry January. It's lack of alcohol. I think that's probably what it is. Not really, I'm only joking. Well, dry January apart from special occasions, and thankfully I've just had my birthday, so I was okay this weekend. But no, now you can't see this properly now. You can see hints of the glitter here, but wait till you get this. It's exactly what it says on the tin. Get it out into the sunshine. Get it out into a natural balanced daylight, sort of around about midday, and watch it glitter. It will glitter. It's just... It sort of bubbles with and it's a very natural, subtle glitter inside. It's incredible. Now, for those of you that are regulars of Jewellery Maker, you'll know that our baseline price is usually $6.95. That's normally what we're allowed to go down to if we're not in clearance. That's for one strand. So you are getting here, buy one, get two free. Now, you don't very often see that in marketing, do you? We've heard of that bog off, which is buy one, get one free. But buy one, get two free? Oh, we've got that the wrong way around, surely.
Doesn't sound right, does it?
Doesn't sound right, does it?
No.
But do you know what? I'm going to show you one. Can I show you one of these on the neckline, just to give you an idea? Okay, let me just show you, because they're really... It's such a joy to have Sunstone. They're magical gemstones. And it's that adventurescence. They're just delightful. And if you did get the first kit, when Deb was showing you the first kit earlier, with that lovely rainbow moonstone... That would go beautiful. Rainbow Moonstone with Sunstone is a really beautiful combination. It really is. Well done to collectors. I've had two. Lorraine, Samantha again up there in the Isle of Anglesey. I think that's in... Is that North Wales, Isle of Anglesey? It is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I believe so, yeah. I love Wales. Oh, OK. Tiger's Eye. I'm going on my first safari this year. Go to South Africa. I knew somebody was going to ask me whereabouts. My producer just asked me whereabouts. My director just... producer, yeah. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in South Africa. I don't know. Have you ever been on one?
I have no interest in going on one. I have a thing about insects and things and that.
Oh, really?
Oh,
you
no.
wouldn't... So you wouldn't do I'm in a jungle, get me out of here, then?
Oh, no.
And the television programmes are available.
No.
I'm a bit like you, but safari, I quite fancy that. Yeah, quite fancy. Going on a big birthday party, big 40th, can't wait. Anyway, Tiger's Eye. So hopefully I'll see a real tiger, not in like a zoo. That'd be it, we're a lion.
Oh, it'd be fabulous to see them in a natural habitat. Oh, gosh,
yeah.
Absolutely.
As long as I don't get eaten. I'd rather not get eaten. But anyway, yeah, so beautiful tiger. What I love here now, can you see, look, we've got the classic. That's your classic. And this again, there are certain gemstones in that are known to man, and they are... We use the word phenomenal quite lightly, don't we? Sometimes we go, oh, that's phenomenal, oh, that's phenomenal. But it's actually a technical term for phenomenal gemstones. And that means every time that there's a special effect. So if you think like a star, which is an asterism, or chatoyancy in Tiger's Eye, or I've just talked about labradorescence, adventurescence, adularescence, all these special phenomenons that Mother Nature has developed herself. Exactly the same with the Tiger's Eye. This is one of the phenomenal gemstones, and it has this chatoyancy. The central one is, I'm just going to check your sizes for you, yeah, is your 8mm. But what we've added in there is two different sizes. It's still Tiger's Eye, but not quite as you know it. It's got this delicious, deep scarlet, or almost brick red. It's just amazing. Now, Tiger's Eye has been around for centuries, thousands of years. I mean, it just is one of those gemstones that has been used in jewellery for just such a long period of time. And it never seems to date. It never seems to go out of fashion. I got handed down some Tiger's Eye jewellery, well, I'll say jewellery, big, lovely, chunky strands of gemstones from my nan and my mother. And they're just divine. Ali Defoy, our presenter as well, will say that this is the gemstone that she's got the most of. It's just beautiful. It's a real classic, isn't it, Deb?
It is, it's lovely, actually. And it's very much a unisex looking strand. You can use this for so many men's pieces of jewellery with a nice piece of cord or something.
Absolutely.
But then again, if you use that and say put some pyrite with it,
oh yeah,
that can make it look really expensive and evening wear.
Very luxurious, isn't it? Yeah.
So it can be be both, but it's very, very good for gents jewellery. Excellent.
Yeah, totally agree. And the great thing is, I mean, nowadays, there's the classic yellow tiger's eye, there's the red tiger's eye, we've got blue tiger's eye, I've seen silver tiger's eye.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, we've had it once, I had it with Linda Brunwell. Didn't even know we could get silver tiger's eye, but the silver tiger's eye, and blue. And fuchsia.
I've seen red and I've seen blue. I haven't seen fuchsia or
Fuchsia's
silver.
Lovely.
The first time I saw blue tiger's eye, I fell in love with that. It's just stunning.
Yeah. I mean, for me, the classic is still my favourite.
Oh yeah,
it is. It just is. But the red, and as you look at those, and as Deb just said, you know, for gents jewellery, brilliant. Now what we've done is given you 2 in the size 8mm, the classic and the red, and 1 in the 10mm as well. Okay, great to add in different textures as well. We'll get that. Have we gone all 3 strands for £9.95? She's done it again, everyone. £3.32 each. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Grab those while you can, my lovies. Great deal. Brilliant. Okay. Now then, how about... Oh, in fact, Maggie, my lovely, is there an earring stand anywhere near you, gorgeous, gorgeous girl? Oh, she's just grabbing me one. She's lovely. Thank you, lovely girl. Because... You got one? Oh, you're an angel. Thank you, Maggie, lovely girl. Oh, we're surrounded by lovely girls. Right then, so is that Michael? Is it Wes? Oh, right, we've got all girls right in the studio. There's myself, there's Deb, there's Maggie on cameras. We've got producing Helena, we've got Coral, Amelia, we've got management Martha, we've got Lauren. All the girls in today, and Wes has just said, "What about me?" He's directing in the gap. Sorry, Wes. He just went, yeah. Yeah. Right then, let me show you these, because I've got 3 different types, okay, of your earring findings, okay. Firstly, they're shepherd hook, as you can see. They are gold-plated and rose gold-plated. Now, what I've got here, look, is I've got, that is in your yellow gold-plated, that's in your rose gold-plated. They're so, look at that, I mean, subtle, elegant design. That little tiny sort of ball of gorgeous wire there, and look how straight they hang. Now that's a good quality shepherd's hook, gold plated and rose gold plated. Now we're not going to finish there. Can I just show you these as well? I love these. Oh, I think these are brilliant, and the best thing about shepherd hooks, in my opinion personally, no need for butterfly backs. Just no need. Don't need it. Because they've got, I mean, this one here's got these are classed as your, well, they're the rings. You get 5 pairs of these and 50 pairs each of the standard shepherd hook there. But those hoops, do you know, again, you don't, they've got the loop there already for you to add anything that you'd like to. But again, as Deb and I said earlier with the bangle, you don't have to add a thing if you don't want to.
You don't, because the finish is so perfect.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't wear earrings very much, but if I do buy earring findings, or when I used to buy earring findings, some of them are quite pitted.
Yeah.
You know?
I know exactly what you mean.
You could see they weren't very good quality, but these are so beautifully shiny.
Yeah, they've got a lovely...
Really well made. Yeah, the finish on them is really good.
Yeah. So don't forget as well, those are on your rose gold plated. So 5 pairs, let me just double check. Yeah, 5 pairs of the earring hoops, 50 pairs of each on the yellow gold plated and the rose gold plated. 50 pairs. That is incredible, isn't it? 50 pairs. Oh, now that's a happy accident. Look at that. I quite like that. Look, actually. Look at that. What just happened in the box? Look at that. I quite like that. Oh, actually, do you know what? I quite like that. You could get away with wearing that. Like, I like that. So that's what we call a happy accident, don't we, Deb?
We do. I have seen people make bracelets like that.
Oh, yeah, I've seen bracelets. Yeah, absolutely. Now, £13.85, that's 105 pairs of earring findings, but we're not stopping there. 105 pairs of earring findings, wow. Gosh, 6. I can't say that without laughing. That is incredible. I mean, that equates to less than, is that right? Less than 7 pence each? It is, isn't it? Less than 7 pence each at 105 pairs. Goodness gracious me. Yeah, less than 7 pence a pair. Now, can I ask, do you sell your jewellery, Deb?
I used to at craft fairs, and I don't have time now, really.
I didn't think you would, to be fair.
No, not really.
But can I ask, if you had like yellow gold plated or rose gold plated earring findings with let's just say a relatively inexpensive, let's say a quartz or a agate or whatever gemstone, Roughly, what would you charge?
Depends where you sell them,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if you're going to go to a school fete, then you probably won't get much more than a £5, but I really wouldn't let it go for less than 10.
Yeah. So let's say
Because if you went into a shop, would you think about a pair of earrings being less than £10? If you thought for £9.95, you think, oh, that's inexpensive.
Exactly, for anything.
Yeah.
Let alone having a genuine gemstone. So effectively there, look, if you think about 7 pence each, and you can imagine the potential to make money on this is incredible.
Absolutely.
Gosh, even at £5 a pair, well, you're giving them away.
You are.
Wow, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So you've got 5 pairs of these ones. You've got 50 pairs of the rose gold plated, 50 pairs of the yellow gold plated. That is 105 pairs of gold plated or rose gold plated earring findings there. That is an incredible, incredible deal. Fantastic. Just turn those around so you can see them again. So 50 of the rose gold plated in the shepherd hook, 50 of the yellow gold plated, and 50 of the rose gold plated beautiful ear wisers there. Brilliant. Fantastic. Wow. Wonderful. What a great deal. Oh, lovely. Oh, I love Jewellery Maker. I love the array of deals and the fantastic bargains we can bring you. It's just an absolute treat, it really is. Okay, so well done on all of those. Oops. Oh, gosh, I'll tell you what, I've got that much stash in this box here. It's all falling over. Okay, now this comes in well, no, I've got 3 sections here, yeah. Okay, now, first of all, I've got 3 strands in this, but I want to show you these on their own if you don't mind, because when on the rare occasion we get a step cut gemstone on Jewellery Maker, it does require its own moment of stardom, I think. Now, when you have a step cut gemstone, you've got to be really confident of the quality of your gemstone because you've got nowhere to hide. They're very subtle, they're very sophisticated facet work. And there is, I mean, you can see there, you've got extreme clarity of the most incredible calibre. The step cut is the pure classic or step cut, and it just, you know, that's the whole reason a lot of time that a lot of gemstones get faceted for the sparkle or to hide any imperfections, any impurities, so that your eye doesn't catch them. But on clear quartz, firstly, you want them to be clear, which these are. And secondly, you want this beautiful, I mean, this for me is one of the most sophisticated cuts on a beautiful clear quartz that you could ever wish for. Beautiful step cut rectangles, and they're 14 to 15 mil drop by 5 to 6 mil across. They graduate very slightly. So again, lovely good drop. And again, imagine those on those shepherd hook earrings.
Oh, they'd look stunning, wouldn't they?
Wouldn't they? Just a droplet of
They really
those.
would.
Really beautiful. So you've got 40 carats there on that strand of clear quartz. On the strand I've got in the studio, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, got 11 on there for you. Okay. In addition, what we've added in, if you wanted to add these in, which I think would look lovely with those clear quartz, okay, we've added in these tiny little rounds of clear quartz as well for you. 8 carats in total on that strand, on the clear quartz, and 2 mil. So again, as we know, perfect for your micro macrame or your kumihimo, your tree of life. I mean, that would look lovely for a sort of frosted, wintry scene as well, wouldn't it?
I could imagine that actually is a really, really stylish tiara. To have the shards.
Of course, yeah.
To have the shards, and then just one simple wire wrapped for a bride, for the necklace with a nice sterling silver chain and earring. I mean, that would look fabulous, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it just? I mean, I've turned those upside down, look, so that you can actually see the step cut. Can you see? Look.
Oh, they're beautiful.
They're stunning. Absolutely. Now, we've got our wedding fair on Jewellery Maker it's this weekend, isn't it? Is it this weekend? Yeah, this weekend. Yeah, absolutely, this weekend. So tune in on Saturday and Sunday, and we'll be showing you, it's all wedding fair related. So again, clear quartz in the little 2 mil rounds and your step cut there, and then we thought we'd throw into the mix, wow, gorgeous pink. I mean, really neon pink. We've classed them as light fuchsia, but I'd say they're neon pink, wouldn't you?
Oh, I just think they're princess pink, aren't they? They are just so pretty for a little flower girl or something, you know? They're really lovely.
Absolutely. Were you ever a flower girl, Deb?
No.
No, nor me?
No.
Never?
No, afraid not.
Been a bridesmaid once?
Yes, I have from my sister, but that's all.
Yeah. Mind you, I think I'm a maid of honour. What is that, maid of honour when you have been married or you've never been married, maid of honour? I can never remember.
You have, haven't you?
Yeah.
I think. Not sure. Not sure.
I'm one of them this year. But anyway, right, 40 carats of your clear quartz in those just lovely. Now, we are low stock. I should put it again in capitals. Really, really low stock. Now, for that quality of pearl, that quality of step-cut clear quartz, £30.85, brilliant. Brilliant. But Helena's just said, I'm only in the producer's chair, she said, for another 5 minutes. She said, that's it, I'm going all out. So we've just taken over 30% off the price. I know, over 30%. In fact, would anybody mind if I just popped those clear quartz on my décolletage? Do you know what Mark Smith reckons décolletage stands for, Deb?
What?
Sideboard, apparently.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently,
right.
it's your sideboard.
Oh, right.
Apparently, Deb. Yeah.
Right, fine.
Yeah, apparently. No, they're lovely. I always say, though, when you've got this calibre of clear quartz, I'd make them into earrings because I would want the full light to come through. Would you, Deb?
I do. I think you're right there, actually.
Yeah, for me personally. Yeah, they're lovely. Gorgeous. Okay, so, well done, everybody. Perfect princess. Oh.
Oh.
Perfect princess. Gorgeous. Love it. Love it. Oh, Martha's back. Hi, Martha. Hi, Martha. Martha's just come back into the producer's chair.
Actually, those little pink pearls would look fabulous as little roses, wouldn't they? With the white seed beads in the middle.
Yeah.
Really
lovely.
pretty.
Really pretty. I just look. What I love about those is there's no doubting they're pink. I mean, we've bought pastel pink pearls to you before on Jewellery Maker. That's a pearl that's basically saying, right, if I'm going to be pink, I'm going to be full on pink. That's pretty much the colour of my new sofa, Deb.
Is it really?
Yeah,
I want to see a
literally.
picture of this sofa.
Shall I put one on on the social media book of face? Shall I do that? Yeah. Okay, so well done. Lots of people coming on those. See, look there, that lovely close-up shows you how amazing that step cut is. How perfect. Incredible. Incredible. Right then, I'll tell you what we're going to do now. As we've got the lovely Debbie Bulford in the studio, the next little section. Do you know what we're going to call, Deb?
What's that?
We're going to call it So Debbie Bulford. Because it's all about your gorgeous product, Deb.
Oh, right. It's texture sheets.
Textured sheets. She knew exactly what we were going to do.
Yep.
She knew exactly what we were going to do. Now, which one do you want to start with, lovely Martha? We'll start with number 1. Let's start at the very beginning. So, can I come over, Deb, with you? Because there's no point in me being over here, is there? Because Deb can talk us about these. Talk to us about these then. Right, I'm coming over. Okay, so they're all twin packs. In fact, I'll bring this over just in case. Because the first one I think is genius. It's actually called. They look like tyre tracks, don't they?
They do. In fact, there was a pendant in the first kit that had that. With the foils on that had the tyre tracks. Yes, they are really good. I like those very much.
First of all, for anybody that's watching that doesn't know what a texture, rather than me, because I've got you in the studio, I'd rather you explain it because you know them brilliantly. Okay. What is a textured sheet?
Okay, a texture sheet. Well, actually, I'll use mine because I've got my old ones.
Okay.
Texture sheet is something. It's got glitter all over it. I do apologise.
What a surprise!
What a surprise! That you can use with your polymer clays to add texture to your designs, basically. So you can. Oh, you can't really see that, can you? You can then put mica powders or foils or something over the top of that to highlight it, or you can even use your acrylic paints if you want from your silkscreen printing set.
I think they're brilliant.
But then that sort of just highlights it, and you can give different textures and different finishes. You can also pour resin onto them if you want to, or enamelling, like embossing powders you can heat onto these just to give different textures. They're just really useful. Or if anybody out there is doing card making, you can just put ink over the top and actually use them as stamps.
That's what I've used, and then putting the flakes over from the indigo. That's what I've been using them for.
That's right, you can use them as stamps.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you can actually look into them, they've actually got a lovely depth to them, haven't they? They're really good depth, so they give you a really good effect. Okay, and they're fully washable, so once you've got these, you've got them.
Oh gosh, these are one of the top quality stamps. You can put these in the dishwasher time and time again.
I was just going to ask you, can they go in the dishwasher?
Yeah, they're fine.
It can't go in the dishwasher in our house. We don't keep it. I've got a mug bought me by my brother for Christmas, and I love it, but it's not dishwasher proof.
Oh, so
straight down the charity shop. Yeah. So when you say these are your product, did you actually design these?
Yeah.
Then? Wow.
Yes.
Well, is it designs that you just thought, I want these designs, so do you know what, I'm going to make it myself?
Yeah, I had to look at some non-copyright designs, and I sort of picked up bits and pieces from them and thought, right, I want something that is repetitive and can look more industrial.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, exactly what you mean, yeah.
And these are fabulous if you use some black clay and you put the silver mica powder, they look almost like metal.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that looks really, really funky. I love those.
Smell nice as well.
They do.
They do, they smell really nice.
I don't smell them very often.
Smell that, they're lovely, smell that, smell lovely.
Lovely.
Smell nice. Oh, got one then. Now, don't look at the price, Deb. $11.95 for two. That's a bit good, isn't it? Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah. So those would be good for gents as well.
Very good, actually.
Tracks.
Yeah.
I like it.
Very good. Very good.
So that's the first set.
Very good price. My goodness me.
Oh, now I like. Oh. Very Victorian-esque, isn't it?
That's the heart that's next door to you. That's why I bought them in.
Oh, right. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll show you this one here. Okay?
Yep.
So if I show you this, and then I'm going to actually show you in a design that Deb has made. So that's your Victorian. Can you see that? I'll hold that up for you. Can you see that?
Yes.
And then these... It's actually... Oh, have I got it upside down?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So it's a beautiful Victorian sort of scroll heart, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's got some delicate design in there as well. I know that I've sent one of these to Tracy because you can use these with silver clay because you've got the delicate pieces in there as well. It's not too deep for that.
Yeah, I love that. See beautiful wallpapers, that kind of design, don't you? And then this is, I love that.
That's just a general spot. I use that quite a lot on the back of my pieces, which it looks nice, just to put the design on the back of it. Just a spot. It's like an oval spot.
Yeah. So if you're making jewellery for someone that's got chicken pox, that'd be ideal, wouldn't it? Blend in.
Yes.
Not why you designed it? No. Well, I'll tell you, can I show this? So this is the Victorian heart design, okay? Just to show you, look at that. Wow.
I did that on a show a long time ago, but I just thought I'd keep the piece.
Beautiful.
Because it's the texture sheet.
And this is how you can custom your own designs effortlessly, isn't it, with these lovely texture sheets. That is beautiful, Deb. Love it. So we've done the same deal there for you, $11.95. Okay.
Really good.
Very good.
Very, very good.
Very good. And then, so that's the Victorian swirl or heart with the dots. And then, oh gosh, we've got everything you could wish for on the... Oh, look at these. Oh, I like these.
Now these actually fit.
So one at a time.
On the website, I think we still have, I'm not sure, we had a 25-piece cutter set which had hearts.
Yes.
And stars and what have you.
And pear shapes, yeah.
That's right. Well, each one of these fits one of those cutters.
Oh, brilliant.
So if you've got those at home already, if not, obviously you can cut them out yourself. But these, each design fits the heart, the star.
I was just thinking, so these could go in the locket that we had earlier, couldn't they?
Yes, they can.
Lovely. Absolutely. Now these are what are classed as motifs, and I'm showing you the other one. Watch parts.
Yeah, watch parts are still really popular. Very good for steampunk jewellery. And,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and gents,
really,
again, you've got everything you could wish for there,
absolutely.
Look. Yeah, I like them. These are gorgeous. I really like So by Debbie Bulford. I like that, do you? Do you like that section? So by Debbie Bulford. Okay, so we'll do each one of those, $11.95. Now, as Deb said, they're fully washable. Go in the microwave. Dishwasher. What is wrong with me today? What's wrong with me today? I cannot get my words out right. Sorry. Dishwasher. We go with the dishwasher.
Anyway, you fancy? This was made using the
watch parts. Yep.
It's the one that I made, oh gosh, must be a couple of years ago now.
That is fab.
Just a little bit different.
Love it. What are these? I mean, that just shows, because of the depth of the actual sheets themselves, that shows just how indented the actual design goes in.
Absolutely.
You know, can you see even here? Can I just show you up to the cross here, look? Look at that. Lovely. They're beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous. So, by Debbie Bulford textured sheets. There you go, Deb.
Thank you. That used to be quite a saying a couple of years ago, you see, that's why I used it.
Oh, really?
On my website, yeah.
So, Debbie Bulford.
Yeah.
I'm going back over there now. Thanks.
See you in a minute.
Oh, we've got some black agates coming up. Oh,
they're beautiful.
Oh, now if you want sparkle, if you want some twinkle, woo! Bobby Dazzlers. They are Bobby Dazzlers, aren't they? Ooh, ooh, Bobby Dazzler. Bobby Dazzler. Who said that? The Bobby Dazzler. I can't think who said that. Is it like a?
Don't know.
Was it like somebody like Cannon and Ball or something?
Or was it Bobby Davro? I don't know.
Bobby Davro. Oh, do you remember Bobby Davro? Oh, Bobby Davro. But apparently it's a personal thing that somebody thinks is either remarkable or excellent. You could be a Bobby Dazzler, Deb. You could be a Bobby Dazzler, couldn't you? Anyway, the black... Oh. Oh. Yeah, I think black agates, faceted black agate. Now, look at this. Oh, imagine those. I've got to show you this, right? Imagine those. Just keep your eyes on this, right? Imagine those with those pink pearls. We've just look at that. Oh, that's a bit dramatic, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. I like that. Right then. So, black agates. What we've got here, if I just show you, look, they're 10 mil in size. They've got a nice hefty size to them. They have been beautifully faceted. And look, as you look, just a catchy look. Now that will actually, it's a big carat weight. 2 lots of 250 carats. For those of you on a Monday thinking, oh, I'm quick at maths today, 500 carats in total. 10 mil. But as I twist it around, it's like a golf ball effect, like a glitter ball effect. Look, can you see? Look, all that. Now, what will have happened to that? It'll have been faceted in 2 sections. The top section will have been done in the bottom section, then beautifully polished. There's 2 very separate techniques, faceting and polishing, 2 very, very different expertise, so to speak. But just as you twist, look, very gently. So imagine, look how slowly I'm moving that. And look how every one of those catches the light. The light bounces off every single one of those facets and catches the light, and then look at that. Now, I'm not moving that as you would if you were wearing it. If that was on your wrist or your neckline or as a pair of earrings, that would really, really move it. I'm just doing it sort of almost in sort of slow motion. Do you remember like the $6 Million Man used to run in slow motion at the beginning?
I'm sure some people here probably don't even know who the $6 Million Man is.
I bet
sad.
Most people in the studio are that young on the crew. They have no idea who the $6 Million Man... Was it Lee Majors?
Yep.
Wasn't it? $6 Million. And Superwoman and the Incredible Hulk. There's some great characters, weren't there? Now then, okay, you love these. We all love them. They're a great stash builder. Okay, now we're not going to put any of these back in the vault. We've decided that's the only reason we're going to this price point for you. I'll give you a quick count. 7. Ooh, buy one, get one for £1. Brilliant. Right, wow. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. I've got 39 on one strand. So that equates to around about sort of £10 each. 10p. Did I say 10? What did I say? Did I say 10p? I'm going to show it again. Look at that. That is a nice choker. Oh, they're gorgeous. Oh, some of the beautiful laces that we bring you as well, incorporated with the black agate. It's just delightful. But the great thing is about black agate is a bit like the clear quartz. Oh, imagine the clear quartz. Imagine that with the necklace and just one of those step-cut clear quartz in the middle, Deb.
That would look stunning. I think these are the sort of beads that you should always have in your stash.
Totally agree.
Because if you go to a craft fair and you just have a simple stretchy bracelet with a silver charm on the front and a necklace to match, that's the first thing you'll sell, without a shadow of a doubt. I bet it's something about black and silver that people just are drawn to because they can buy it for a present and know everyone will wear it.
Absolutely, yeah. Because as soon as you go to, exactly. Because as soon as you go to like those bright, lovely pink pearls, like Fuchsia pearls, they're lovely, but they're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. With these, as you say, we've got some lovely sterling silver space beads coming up later as well.
Fabulous.
Yeah, so if you put a sterling silver clasp on, that can double the price of your jewellery straight away. Yeah, lovely. Lots of people not wishing to meet. In fact, nearly every one of you come in on the telephone on those. Got Dillis and Anne, Carol, there's collectors in Lincolnshire, there's Susie, Julie, I've got Karen, Pauline, Ruth, Linda, Isabel, Wendy, oh gosh, so many of you. Good luck. Isabel, James and Dorothy, Charlene and Wendy, just need to check out my lovelies. Brilliant deal from our lovely Martha there in the production chair. And Karen as well in Greater Manchester, well done. Well done. Now, we did just promise you. Now, don't forget as well, it's first come, first served on Jewellery Maker. So, you all pay the final low price. Every one of you will get 2 strands there. Incredible. 2 strands for £7.95, which is way below where we should be. You all pay one price of £2.95 post and packaging all day long. And if you want to prove to your customers, if you do sell your jewellery, all you got to add in there is an authenticity card for 25 pence. Now, what a lot of people do, what I would suggest is, if I was to make jewellery from this, I'd work out how many pieces roughly I was going to make, and I would order as many authenticity cards so that when I gave them away, it tells you the origin, the fact that it's genuine, any treatments if at all, the size, that kind of thing. And then I give it away with my jewellery, and then I work in, what I do actually is I work in 50 pence. So that way to me is I think, well, it cost me 25 pence and I've made 25 pence, so I've made 25p each one. But the customer, you give that, would you like an authenticity card with it? Yes, please. Oh, great, how much is that? No, free of charge. Got more chance of them coming back because you've just given them a unique selling point, a USP. Brilliant. And also, when the other reason I do that as well is sometimes if you've lost your order and your invoice, whatever, and you can't always remember what things are because some gemstones do like other gemstones. Yeah. So it's handy for you to keep a note of what you've got as well. So. Right, now I did just promise sterling silver, didn't I, for you, my lovelies? And I fell in love with these when I came in today. Now, these spaces would look perfect with this size of agates. Absolutely perfect. Now, I say sterling silver, they've been plated for you, but the sterling silver underneath. Now, let me show you this, because these are very classy. Oh, yes. Now, first of all, before I even pick those up, look at the depth to them. They've got a lovely depth to them. Look at that. Wow, very sophisticated. Let me show you one of these. Look, I'll pick up the yellow gold plated first of all. Now look at that. Look at the craftsmanship in those. Oh, they are just...
Oh, they're beautiful.
Makes you think of Bollywood, doesn't it?
Gorgeous.
Aren't they? I don't think I've seen those before, Deb.
I haven't either.
Oh, they're a bit posh,
they're lovely because you could get a really thick leather cord through there.
Yeah. Well, look, I've got that whole double end of my tweezers through there. Look, in the still room. They are, just show you them on the side as well. If I can turn that round for you, look. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Now, would you like to see the rose gold plated ones as well? These are what, now that's your rope spacer. These are what are classed as edge spacers, so they're very edgy. Look at these. I'll show you both examples. Front on and then side on. Look, oh, yeah. Oh, little bobbles of...
Oh, they're pretty.
Oh, aren't they? Aren't they lovely to get through each of these, Deb?
Do you know what size the hole is in the middle? I've probably asked you something that we don't know.
We'll find out for you. I could try and measure it, couldn't I? Shall I have a little look? We'll have a little look and see if on the documentation.
The only reason I say that is that I wonder whether a snake chain could go through.
I would have said on the gold plated a 9x4mm. And about 8.5mm on the rose gold.
So it's going to be about 5 inside. If it's a 5mm, it's 5mm inside, it will go through a snake chain.
Let's have a look. Try and see if I can measure it. Let me see. Get me to a centimetre. Hang on, do that this end. Hang on.
Because they would be fabulous for anyone who collects certain charms.
Well, do you know the great thing is 30-day money back guarantee. I reckon a snake chain would go through there.
I think so.
I do.
I think they would be a real nice addition to people who collect charms. If you know what I mean.
I'm just measuring in that there, and I reckon that. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I reckon they would. But the great thing is, you've got your 30-day money back guarantee. Yeah. So do you know what? If it doesn't, send them straight back.
I mean, I could see sort of 5 or 6 bracelets out of that, just with a piece of leather and the clasp, and just that at the front, almost like a wish bracelet.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Or,
oh yes.
Or if you popped either of those, either the rose gold,
lovely,
and just one in the centre,
lovely.
Imagine an elasticated bracelet, and if you added on a sterling silver or rose-plated clasp, if you wanted to. Oh no, actually, if you make it stretchy, you wouldn't even need to, would you? Yeah, thinking about it. Yeah. And then you've got a sterling silver and genuine gemstone bracelet.
Lovely.
Wow, are you ready for this? Because I've never seen these before personally. £9.95 for all 6 of them. Okay, for all 6 of them. Okay, I can show you that each one at a time. Okay, see, look, so just to show you what they all look like. I love them, absolutely. And then if I show you the yellow gold plated as well. Okay, these are lovely. Deb, we're in love with these, aren't we?
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Oh,
it's these sorts of things that makes your jewellery look so different.
Yeah.
It's those little additions that make them look so different.
Absolutely. Totally agree. Yeah, they're lovely.
Love them.
Yeah,
Really like
we
them.
love these. It's official.
Yep.
Deb Bulford and Zena Broadbent are officially in love. Oh, hang on, my microphone's just... Yeah, my microphone just fell down my top, the little minx. Sorry about that, everybody. Right then, let's just pop those back, my lovelies, in there. Okay. Oh, okay. Right then. Let me show you this. So...
Oh, handy.
So, now, I love this. This looks like the... This looks like the oddest piece of kit, but you know what? It's one of those things that I think once you, especially those sometimes people that are sometimes people say with being left-handed they have problems sometimes. Also dexterity, or just if you're on your own and you just basically need another pair of hands, don't you? This is what's known as the handy Andy or the helping hand. It's got lots of, it's got the magnifying glass, which is brilliant. Okay, we've got the toolkit coming up for you as well. We've got all this section where you can actually pop something in there while you work on something else or stretch it out or whatever. It's absolutely brilliant. And again, what we've got here is this gorgeous, if I just hold this out for you, it is a deluxe gem setting tool set. You've got 8 pieces in here. Now, just recently, we've been bringing you some Gem Collector loose gemstones and all the ring mounts and pendant mounts and earring mounts. And the other day, I actually had these separately, and a lot of you were messaging in about these. I've actually asked to have a pair in the studio. These are brilliant. These are, if you struggle with tweezers, or these are specifically these are stone setting pliers. Okay, that's exactly what they're for. Okay, and basically what they are is that they're to set your stones. They're perfectly cut so you can put your gemstones in there. They won't damage your gemstones as well. They're nice and solid, and for when you're sort of setting your gemstones in your pieces, they are invaluable. We've also got what we know as the claw. Just to give you an example, we've got the claw, which we use in the studio every single day. Okay, and basically this will pop in and it will, there you go, look, a little claw comes out. And then look, it will grab onto a gemstone for you. Okay, so you can actually just pick up your gemstones, because sometimes tweezers are quite hard to. You just push the end down. See, look, that's it. Brilliant, love them. And we've got everything in here. If I just hold this up for you, we've got a measure. In fact, that would have been brilliant, just wouldn't it? That measuring tool there. We've got a bezel pusher. We've got a brass vernier. We've got diamond tweezers. Okay, so we've got some. Now, what we mean by the tweezers? Can I just show you? Look in here. We've got the tip on the end. What these have got is an actual sort of raised section here for you to sort of makes it really easy to grab hold of. Okay, and you've got the same inside, so it's got like a, what would you call it? Like a grip. Yeah. File. Yeah, absolutely, like a file tip, and that grips onto the diamonds or the gemstones. They're wonderful. So you've got the tweezers as well. We've got setting pliers, which I've just shown you. The prong lift in chrome as well. So just put these in here. Look at that. Everything you could wish for in there. Bezel pusher, brass vernier, burnisher straight, diamond tweezers, pin vise, prong lifter chrome, setting pliers, wooding, here on the end as well, you've got your wooden ring clamp with your wedge as well. Brilliant. And the handy Andy. No, I'm very intrigued. And don't forget as well, £2.95. I mean, you try going into a shop that sends parcels. Take those 2 in. I'd love to just take this home tonight and do this as a test tomorrow morning.
It'd be a good idea, actually.
Yeah, wouldn't it? And just, I'd like to do that. I might see if I can take these home, take it into a shop and say, right, how much to send those? I reckon it's got to be minimum £6.95 or might even be...
I'd be surprised.
Yeah. Okay, so usually £24.90. Okay, so the handy Andy we've taken to £4.95, and the toolkit £19.95. Come on, Martha, you're a manager. You can beat that. Yeah, come on, let's go really naughty. You ready? Are you ready for this? You're going to love this. You're going to absolutely... Now, have you got this kit, by the way?
No, I haven't.
You could have for £16.95, Deb.
Goodness me.
For both.
For both?
For both.
That's really good. I use my handy Andy a lot, actually.
Do you? Do you call him Andy or do you call him something
No.
else? He's got a different name.
Just don't call him anything really.
Oh,
But no, I do use it quite a lot.
do you? What sort of thing what do you use him for?
Threading needles.
Ah,
So with the magnifying glass to put the needle thread in front of it.
great.
I use it to put a piece of wire in between the pincers to put chain along so I can cut it level.
Oh, no, that's a good idea. Yeah.
And also, if you're doing beading and I'm sitting on my tray with my tray on my table,
Yeah.
you can bet if somebody comes to the door, I should stand up and do that, and
Yeah.
all the beads will go everywhere.
Yeah.
So I make sure I clamp the ends before I move.
And these are the little pincers that Deb's talking about here, look. These are your little pincers. That's exactly what Deb's talking about. Just pop them in there and they're not going to go anywhere. Okay, so guest designer's favourite, and that is because a lot of our guest designers do either have, as Deb just said here, the handy Andy. You can see the magnifying glass again that she's talking about here. So again, great for your threading, especially when you've got some of your gem, because sometimes trying to find on the gems of distinctions, the drill hole is actually quite hard, especially
It is.
if, like me, you've got contact lenses in.
Yeah, when I used to do
close.
the chainmail, ladies used to like to use that with a chainmail with the 2 pliers so they could see putting the rings back together.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so the whole kit should be $24.95 with the handy Andy. I know a lot of you getting these already. Big favourite, this kit with the handy Andy with our guest designers. And we've gone to an incredible, I've never seen that before. Martha's really pulled out all the stops there. $16.95. Well done. Okay, coming up next, is it the end of the hour? Oh my goodness, we've got to go to a short break. The good news is we've got another fabulous demonstration from our very talented Debbie Bulford. We've got amazing designs. I cannot wait for you to see a particular necklace in this beautiful array of jewellery she's made. So please stick around if you've got the time. We'd love your company. Don't forget, text in as well, and we'll see you after the break.
Are you new to jewellery making? Not sure where to start? Not sure what materials you'll need? Then tune in to Jewellery Maker between 7 PM and 9 PM throughout January for our Get Started show. We'll guide you through how to get started with step-by-step tutorials. Our talented designers will give you advice, inspiration, and introduce you to new mediums. Start off the new year with a new hobby. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting. But being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. There are 4 easy ways to stay in touch with Jewellery Maker. You can like our Facebook page and join a community of over 54,000 people. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us your messages and opinions, send photos of your designs and enter our Wall of Fame competition. Or if you need any help or advice, you can email our friendly help team. Make sure to get involved and stay up to date with Jewellery Maker. Join guest designer Mark Smith for our introduction to paracord DVD. This DVD will talk you through the various steps on melting and splicing, the paracord jig, back-to-back bracelets, non-clip bracelets and snake knot bracelets. Get the inspiration and help you need to create your very own handmade jewellery. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
lovelies, welcome back to Jewellery Maker with myself, Zena, and our lovely, talented, wonderful, oh look, I love it with my ankles at the bottom. Kind of reminds you who you are. It's great. Yeah. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, wouldn't it be great if you just sort of drove somewhere, like up to a drive-in or something, and it just came up with your name on the visor on the car and be like, hi. Oh, that's quite cool. Anyway, right then, so it's the, oh yeah, Deb, we've got, do you know who we've got today? Do you know who we've got? Debbie, brilliant, Bulford. Is that your middle name, Deb?
No, but it will be from now on.
I think Debbie Brilliant Bulford.
I completely agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Let's just, there you go. Now, you've all been messaging in, asking all your questions, and so far today, our lovely Debbie Bulford has answered every single one brilliantly, as she does, because she's a fantastic teacher. So please text in if you'd like to, if you've got any questions, or you just want to just guffaw like we have all day about Deb's jewellery. 60777. Start your text if you would be so kind, with JM Studio. Then it routes itself through to us here in the studio, and we'll have a little natter. We will. It's great, isn't it? We will. Right then, so I'm going to show you the kit first of all. And it's a really complimentary kit. All the colours blend and fuse together beautifully. Now, there's so many elements again. We've got polymer clay, we've got chain, we've got gemstones. If you wouldn't mind, I'm going to pop that to one side for 2 seconds, and then I'll put them all back. Can I show you these? So, we have got bronze-coated black agates, regular black agates, and then we had to throw in, as it is January's birthstone, a gorgeous strand of garnet. Completely natural Indian garnet. In fact, we've got 70 carats there. Now, I got presented with a 12-carat Rajasthan garnet beautiful Larit pendant on my birthday on Friday, and I can only begin to tell you how stunning our garnet is. I really can, after now owning a 12-carat piece myself. It's divine. So the black agate, the garnet, so again that would be lovely to use your garnets as well for your Valentine pieces with the reds. You've got your beautiful coated there in the black agate underneath, and they're just, there you go, look, that beautiful sparkle. Look at that. And again, garnet with the gold, black with the gold, whichever, all three work. You'll see in the jewellery in a moment, absolutely gorgeous. So look at that sparkle, the sparkle of the bronze-coated black agates. Incredible, isn't it, Dev? Yeah, it's beautiful. I love the garnet. In fact, can I just show you the garnet? If I hold the garnet out, because it's a really juicy red. Look at that. Yeah, almost like Morello cherries. Oh, you know when you get one stuck on a cocktail stick in your cocktail? Oh, yeah, and it gets all soaked in, and then oh, it's lovely. Anyway, so what we thought we'd add in as well is some of the extended chain in the antique copper brass. Shall I show you that as well? So then, okay, 10 metres. 10 metres. Now, the loop, the actual design of the chain, if I can just show you that. And again, perfect. Gents jewellery, ladies jewellery, totally unisex this. 3x4mm on those loops for you, and it's a 10-metre reel chain. We class it as an extender chain, and 10 metres goes a heck of a long way. So much so, you've sort of used sort of 2 double strand and triple strand in your pieces, haven't you, Deb?
I've still got some left, yes.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Wow, okay. Right, so you've got 10 metres of the chain, okay? Now, ththese, we've only just recently started seeing these, and they are just wonderful. 35mm in this size ring, 45mm on the larger size in the centre. And these are fancy rings, and they're antique copper. So again, they go beautifully with all of those gemstones. You can see through there, look, your black agates and your bronze golds and your beautiful garnets. And these are just, when you see again what Deb's done and use them either singularly or quite sort of heavily together, they make such a feature, don't they? Such a statement piece.
They are beautiful to use, they really do. You can just about feel where they've been soldered.
Oh,
so
can
you
you?
You can just feel where the weakness would be, so you can cut it.
So you can cut out that
so
joint.
you're not going to actually
Yeah.
waste one. So
Okay.
no, and they can be reused then.
Yeah,
They're fabulous.
they're absolutely gorgeous. Love them, love them. Okay, so you get those as well. And then, of course, as we've got the lovely Deb, we've thrown in some polymer clays as well. Okay, so 3 polymer clays for you. Now, don't forget, as Deb just said, which we've just learned, anytime you've got the purple packaging, so if I put those together, they've got something else included. So on the accents there, so you've got the beautiful.
You've got glitter in there.
Yeah, yeah. So we've got the frosty white, we've got the antique gold, and what's that one called? Alizarin. Is that right?
Maroon, really.
Oh, I like that.
Just burgundy, maroon.
Alizarin. Have I pronounced that right?
Yeah.
Alizarin. I quite like that. Well, that's lovely. Lovely maroon. Lovely maroon. Alizarin. Alizarin. Like that. Frosty white, antique gold. 57 grams in each. So your 10 metres of your chain. Those beautiful fancy rings. I absolutely love them. 10 metres of chain, the fancy rings, the polymer clay, and your 3 strands of gemstones. Perfect prints with Debbie Bulford. So we should be over £35. Oh no, they are. I tell you what, we have looked after you with the kids this week, haven't we?
Yeah, they are really lovely. And I've said this before, but I'll repeat myself. That chain, it's very rare that if you like patinaing your copper sheet,
Yeah.
or your silver or what have you, very rare you can then get a chain that matches.
Yeah.
You either have to put a bright silver, bright gold, bright rose gold. Very rare you can get a patinaed chain to match.
That's
so
a
you
fair
could
point,
use
yeah.
your raw copper.
Yeah.
You can patina it and know this chain is going to match.
Exactly,
patinaed
that's a good
raw
point, Deb.
copper.
Yeah, absolutely. We've just taken over £10 off that kit for you.
Wow.
Now, over 30. When you've got a £35 price point on, I don't care what you're looking to buy at £35. If you then get it for less than 25, that's an amazing
Wow.
deal, isn't it? You've got all those beautiful fancy rings. You've got 10 metres of that beautiful chain. You've got that beautiful maroon, the white, the gold in those gorgeous, gorgeous Primo polymer clays. Then you've got a really, really good quality garnet, fabulous black agate. And again, look at the way, when they're all twisted together there, you've got that beautiful faceted, really lovely on the bronze coated black agate. And then 40 carats of the black agate, and then you've got on the garnet, which is so juicy, 70. I mean, look how rich that red is, up close and personal there. And the red and the black, very, very luxurious. Gorgeous, incredible. So, shall we have a look at our brilliant... In fact, we've just renamed her, haven't we? Deb Brilliant Bulford. That's what we've just renamed her. Now, the silk screens... if you'd like to recreate this jewellery that Deb's put together, we will be bringing the variety of silk screens for you later as well. Now, wow, is what I'm going to say. This one here, I'll be honest, you shouldn't have favourites. Myself and my producer earlier, Martha and I, we couldn't take our eyes off it, could we, Deb?
That has got a bit of black clay in, but I just think it complemented it. I just think we are getting some more back in. But I just think it needed that with the black gemstones, and I just think I love that. I love doing those sort of necklaces. I just think they're so wearable and really statement, and you could just wear just one actually.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is just beautiful.
Thank you.
And is that made with the clay silks as well?
Yes, those are silk screened.
Yeah, silk screened. Yeah, gorgeous. Love them. And then, as we said here, in these 2 designs, because you've got such a generous amount of that beautiful chain in there, you can go quite sort of chain heavy, can't you? On those there.
You can. Yeah, I've just used like a toggle there, really, like a tube, just to put all the loops through.
Yeah. So if I turn that around, so you can actually see that as almost a toggle effect there. And then you've attached those beautiful fancy ring connectors. You've got a triple. Is that a triple chain? I think it is.
I think there's about 4.
Might be even more actually.
Yeah,
I think you might have sort of 4 or 5 even there of the chain, and then those beautiful fancy connectors. And is that one of the fancy connectors opened up?
Yeah.
Wow, love it. Yeah, I like that. And then we've got this lovely. Now, Pip asked you to create almost a porcelain look, didn't
we? We were talking the other day about ceramics and porcelain and what have you, and I just thought, well, perhaps I'd have a go. That's using the carving tools.
Oh, we've got those coming up as well, Deb.
Yeah,
brilliant.
That's carving into the clay and then adding inks to it and rubbing it back to make it look like a piece of china.
Wow,
basically.
That is lovely, gorgeous. And then we've done the statement piece, and then this one at the end is
That's what was left over.
So that's from the leftovers.
That's what the rings I had left over, and I thought I've got to use every one.
Yeah.
So yes, I just wound some of the gemstones around to part them.
That's lovely. Yeah, and you've used all there, the garnet, the black agate and the bronze coated as well. They're lovely. Have you done the twisty bit, Deb, in the actual main part of the necklace?
That's just opening out one of the rings and just coiling it around the pliers.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. So fantastic. And then in addition, we've then still got 2 bracelets and the pair of earrings as well.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, gosh, that is... look at that. Love the way you put the bronze coated agate between. And then, is that the canes again?
Yes.
Wow. Oh, that is gorgeous. And then if I pop this one in as well, and you've actually incorporated the rings again into this one.
Yeah, I just tried to use as many of the rings in different ways as I possibly could, and just put that as the centrepiece to a bracelet.
And doesn't it work with the colours of the polymer clay beautifully
it's
as well?
gorgeous. It's absolutely
Those
gorgeous.
maroons and golds.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh.
Beautiful, really beautiful. I love this kit.
And then these earrings.
Those are like little pieces of china, relief pieces of china, little poppies.
Oh, they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And this is the thing, it's addictive, isn't it?
It is.
Absolutely addictive.
You can lose days, I'm afraid.
The good news is as well, this beautiful necklace here, just to let you know, we do have the moulds to recreate that coming up for you as well. And all the silk screens. Okay, now is it?
I'll do that one.
We're so excited. We'll pop that one. Oh dear, oh I'm dropping the, oh I tell you what. I'm wrecking the joint. Okay, now we've just had some questions coming for you, my lovely girl. Okay, so first question is from Jan in Gloucestershire. Hello, good afternoon, Jan. She said, hi, lovely ladies and team. Oh, that's nice of you, Jan, thank you. Please may I ask Debbie if I wanted to glue ready-made polymer items to, example, wood or onto metal, etc., which glue can I use? Good question.
The E6000 would be perfect. You try not to use the glue that's very super, if you know what I mean, because it can turn polymer clay white.
Can it?
Yeah, it can react with this over 24 hours and it will then just go white and grey if you've got any excess, okay?
Okay.
So just be very careful. So something like an E6000 or a 2-part glue that's a gel, like an araldite or something, and they do specialist ones for glass and ones for plastics and ones for whatever. But E6000 will cover all of those, so it will also adhere to the wood and the plastics, which is your polymers.
Great.
So I stick to that.
Thank you, Deb. We had 2 tubes of that earlier, didn't we, Martha? If we've got any left, we'll pop them on the bottom of the screen for you, Jan. Okay, thank you, lovely. Hope that answers your question. And then we've got, who else have we got? Jane in Worcestershire, and sorry, it's just gone over there. Jane said, hi, Debbie. Can you please tell me when is the best time to make holes in clay for jump rings, bails, etc., before or after baking, and how? Thanks ever so.
Okay. You can do both, and there's no real right or wrong way, really. If you want to do a round bead and you want to keep it round, you either take time to put them to one side and let them firm up. So when you put your pin through or what have you, that you're not going to distort it. I always, when I make my canes up, I put them to one side and leave them for at least half an hour or so, usually on the top of my clay roller where it's nice and cool. Put it in the fridge, but only for 20 minutes or so, otherwise you get like a bloom on the outside. Yeah. So let them cool down because they could become very sticky. And then you can slice them and put them onto your beads, and those beads are going to be firm. Now, you can put them through, as I say, with a cocktail stick or a pin that comes with the baking tray, or if you have a Dremel, you can bake your beads and then Dremel the hole through afterwards.
Oh, okay, great idea. Brilliant.
Okay, but I'll show you another way how to do holes in a second.
Oh, thank you.
It's like a pendants.
Lovely. And Margaret in Belfast said, hi, Debbie. Could you recommend a glue to use with Boona cord after I have drilled into the baked polymer clay? Many thanks, you wonderful woman.
E6000.
E6000 again.
Yeah, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, because it doesn't eat into the rubber cording. You'll find some of the glues that you use will eat into it and it will go very brittle after a week or so, and it will break. So you need to use something that's flexible, something that's a gel, that's a flexible gel. An E6000 is perfect. It will take a while to stick, but it will stick.
Okay. Right, have I got to run out? Oh, hang on, it's notes here. Okay, here we go. We're just going to pop this in as well. Thank you so much for answering those questions. Brilliant. Right. So we've still not found anything she hasn't come up, doesn't know the answer to yet. Now, Can you tell me, we've got this clay silk screen kit.
Yeah.
Now, this is all about being able to customise your own design, isn't it? Nice and easily.
It is indeed, yes. Inside, you will find that you have 2 lots of ink, or these are acrylic paints rather, not inks. They're acrylic paints. So you've got a silver and an antique gold. You have a scraper, which you'll see me use in a minute. And you've got 4
silks, haven't you?
4 silks. You've got this particular pattern. You've got that pattern. And you've got 2 others. One that is...
Do you want a handy hand? But
I
a
think
Zena
I probably
handy
do,
hand.
actually.
Come here,
one.
let me help you, lovely. I'll be your handy.
And I don't think I've got the other one because that's covered in paint at home because I've used it. But there's another, there's a picture
I can
of it
show
on
you,
the
there's
back.
a picture on the back. Let me show you the picture.
The 4 different pictures are there. There we go, it's on the screen as well. So those 4 silk screens you have your paints and you have your scraper, which is really important actually. You'll use that every time.
You don't realise how much you're going to need that scraper, do you?
No.
It's one of those, isn't it?
Yeah. And if you lose it, you can use a loyalty card from. You get loads of those, don't we?
Yeah.
But this is perfect.
So 4 of the silks, and you've got the they're Sculpeys as well, aren't they? On the gold and the silver,
it's a Sculpey pack.
And the scraper. So you've got everything you need there to customise your own designs. Now, when you've actually, so this design that we're going to do now, you've actually used these silks for that design. Wow.
Yeah, I have.
Lovely. Lovely.
Yep.
Gorgeous. Okay, so what we're going to do for you today is we've got the wonderful Debbie Brilliant Bulford. It's last of stock. We're going to give you, it was only launched in September and it was launched at $19.95 and you said thank you very much, brilliant. We're going to give you a 25% savings. That's a quarter less. That's what we're going to do.
Wow,
14.
really?
I know, yeah. That's because we've got you in the studio.
Wow.
It's all your fault.
Sorry.
I don't think anybody needs, you don't need to apologise. I think everybody's very happy. So if you want the Sculpey Silk Screen Kit, everything you need there to be able to create your own. And it's really fun. It's nice and easy way to sort of personalise your own designs.
You can use it on clays, you can use it on metal, you can use it on resins, you can use it on leathers, you can use it on silks, you can use it on fabrics, on card making, on polymer clay, you can use it on all sorts of things.
Exactly, it's very versatile. Yeah. And you might have four of the actual silks, but in total, with the various designs, actually about 14 different patterns, aren't there?
There are.
Yeah, so that's just one of the silks, just to give you an idea. But in total, there's about 14 different patterns that it will let you. And again, we could have used those in the locket earlier, couldn't we?
Oh yeah, they're lovely actually.
They're lovely, wouldn't they?
Would.
Gorgeous. Okay, so that's the kit for you. We have got some more silk screens coming up as well. Oh, I thought that was yours, wasn't it? Lovely girl, before I steal it. Yeah, so we'll do some variations of the silk screens coming up. But shall we get cracking with you, lovely girl?
Well then, right, I'm going to do the silk screen piece first, okay, so it can start to dry.
Okay.
So I've taken a sheet of polymer clay. Doesn't matter what thickness, it really doesn't matter, as long as it's not ridged. It needs to be completely flat to do this, okay? So make sure that it's gone through your clay roller and it is completely flat. So I'm then going to use my silk screen. Now there is a shiny side and there is a dull side.
Oh yeah.
You put the shiny side down. This has been etched with some chemicals, and it's a shiny side where all the little perforations have come through.
Got you.
So you don't want to scrape it because you're actually going into the indented side. Do you know what I mean? You'll scrape it off. So you need to use the opposite side, all right? So I'm going to put that down onto my piece of clay, making sure I've got nothing.
Are you using the lovely maroon one or the alizarin, whatever it was?
I am. The other thing you need is some water. You need some water by you straight away.
Cold, warm, tepid?
It needs to be tepid with a little bit of hand cream or washing up liquid. This is just cold water. This is all I could get. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine.
But a little drop of sort of washing up liquid if you
just
can.
makes it easy.
Okay.
So there is my screen, all right? Now, in the kit, I say you've got this scraper and you have the silver. Now, you can put it straight onto the silk screen if you want to. I just think you waste a lot of inks.
Okay.
If I'm doing this at home, I would then use the excess on the next one and the next one. But if it's on the screen, you've just got to wash the screen and you just wash it off, which is a shame.
Can we use other sort of? Can we use like
use any
acrylics?
acrylics, yes.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There are some more acrylic paints, I think, on the website, but any acrylic paints. As long as it's a thick density acrylic, you can't use things like alcohol inks because they just bleed underneath.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You can actually use mica powders. You can sprinkle mica
can you as
powders
well?
and just tap it on and take it off.
Brilliant. Oh, okay.
Right, so now I've got my inks. Can I ask you a favour? Can you just hold that so it
I
doesn't
can
move?
do anything for you, Deb.
Thank you. So you need to do it in one fell swoop. So you put it on, take it
Oh.
off, straight into the water.
Wow.
All right? Do it really quickly. And then you'll end... do you want me to hold that up? Is it easier to see on that camera?
Oh gosh, yeah.
You've now got your silk screen piece. I like the fact that it's two-tone.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
I like the silver and the gold together. It's quite a crisp finish, and that looks really lovely.
That is gorgeous.
It's just nice, isn't it?
You know that because I held the tile, that actually means I did it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's okay, as long as you understand what I mean.
You don't want it to move, and also try and wash this off.
Straight away.
Yeah, once I did this in the studio and left it, and when I tried it again, all the ink had filled up all the little holes, and there's no way I can use it again.
So literally all Deb's done is just pop the silk into the water, which ideally would have a little drop of sort of hand wash or fairy liquid, you know, sort of wash it up liquid, and then she's just with your finger, just straight off.
Yep. And it's off straight away. And then when you take it out, pop it onto a piece of paper, kitchen paper or something.
Yep.
Leave it to dry. Do not use it while it is wet.
Okay.
If you try and use it while it is wet, it will stick to the clay, and when you try and take it off, some of the pattern will stick to the clay, and then you've ruined your silk screen. If you look after it, it will last you for years.
Oh, right,
So,
okay, brilliant.
Right, so now you've got your pattern. To make the necklace, I'm going to use this. Did you want to...
Yes, we've got... Well, I'll tell you what
bring
we'll do. Yeah, so this... We'll bring this to you. So basically, if you'd like to recreate this fabulous necklace that our lovely Deb Bulford has made, obviously you need the silk screens, you need the polymer clay, which is in the kit, and then we've got the actual what do we call
baking
it?
tray, I think, or
Sculpey,
domed.
hollow, domed bead maker. Okay, there we go. I never know what it's called. Sculpey hollow bead maker. There you go. And the idea being, obviously, is it is hollow. You can see it's got the bead maker there, and all different sizes. Okay, so we start with the larger and go all the way down, and we're going to go to $14.95. Okay, so I'll just turn it over so you can actually see the depth to the actual tray itself, and it makes the hollow beads. So if we show you the actual necklace there, that's what we're talking about. So put the two sections together, and that's exactly. They look wonderful, don't they?
And the nice thing about this tray is, I mean, I used to do graduated necklaces, 2-3 years ago, and I used to have to cut the bottom off cans because they're domed, you know?
Yeah.
And you used to have to bake one round, then another round, the fronts, then the backs, and then the different shapes.
Gosh.
Here,
Very
I've done the whole
time-consuming.
necklace in one baking,
Oh, right, okay.
which makes a real difference, especially if you're teaching, that you can do just one bake and get everybody's necklaces done almost.
Wow.
If you've got 3 or 4 of these. But to keep doing it like 7 or 8 times, it takes all day, whereas this is 20 minutes, it's done.
And that can be the difference between creating a piece of jewellery and not.
Oh, yeah,
can't
absolutely.
it?
Absolutely.
You know, and it really can. I know that sounds a bit dramatic, but that really can be all the difference. Okay, right
I
then.
use mine all the time.
They're
Right.
brilliant. Fab.
So, to make the necklace, let's start to make the necklace. I've put a sheet of clay, and I'm using a cutter that I have tried on my baking tray, and I know that it fits, okay, over the large dome. It fits perfectly, just with a little bit of an edge, but that's fine.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut my circle. So then I take my circle, and that is just placed on top of the dome. Now, that could actually fit on the next one down, but that's fine. The nice thing about this is you have to work it a bit to make sure it sticks.
Okay.
You can do the fronts and you can do the backs at the same time.
Ah, okay.
So you've got the back cut and you've got the front cut.
Yep.
Or if you want a solid bead, you can use your clay and actually fill the back.
Got you.
Okay? I'm not going to take time to do it now, but you fill the back. So when you take that out, that will then fill your bead.
Now, can I ask, what would you do, a filled one or a hollow one? What?
Just for weight,
Just
really.
for weight, yeah.
Sometimes.
Okay.
And sometimes
Yeah.
it's easier. You'll see why in a minute.
Yeah,
But that then is baked. The backs are baked. The fronts, I would actually not bake. I'd put on my silk screened circle first. So what I would do is this.
And bake
I
for
would
how long
then-
roughly again?
About 20 minutes.
About 20
again.
minutes,
About
okay.
20 minutes.
Yep.
So I'm going to cut the centre of this silk screened piece out. And that was just placed on top of my raw clay to raw clay.
Okay.
And baked.
Gosh, that's gorgeous.
Okay.
Yep.
So if I lift that up, oops, and that's baked. That's one of the beads.
Wow.
I also got one of the circles, the rings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I pushed that in just to make an indentation, then took it off. I actually glued it on top once I'd finished.
Okay.
But that is the front part of the bead, and then the back part. Obviously, you bake that like that. Okay. And you do the whole necklace, depending how many you want. Now, once that is baked, you then take it off of your bead maker, and this is a really important stage. Really, I can't,
stress how important this. Yeah. Okay.
Really, you need to sand your pieces. They will not fit together very nicely if you don't sand them. This takes time. You need some wet and dry sandpaper that you can buy from any DIY place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big sheets that you buy, and they are variegated in courses of grit. Okay, start off with the coarse one, and you end up with a fine one. And you take your half of your design. You can dip that in water because it's wet and dry sandpaper, or you can just dip the sandpaper in. Hold it out with your finger, and you go round and round and round and round and round. Be careful you don't sand off the edge of your thumb, which I've done many times, especially if you're doing a lot.
It doesn't matter if you ever get in trouble because you'll have no fingerprints, basically. Then, Deb.
So if you do that, and then if I dry that off,
okay.
I don't know if you can pick up, but you've got like a ridge going around the edge.
Yep.
And you've made it like a saucer. Yeah. You've made a flat edge. You do that to the front and the back, they will then fit together nicely, okay? Like so. But to make them stick together, because now they're baked, you may need something which we used to have on the website, and I don't know if we still do, but you can pick this up from lots of hobby shops. Something called liquid clay. If you haven't got this, you can use the E6000, to be honest, and stick the two sides together. But you put some liquid clay around, and I'm just going to put a tiny sausage of the gold clay.
Yep.
All right? Put that on top and squash it, and it will come out between the two.
Yep.
And then you can just smooth with your fingers, going all the way around.
Okay.
If you can see that little bit there, you lose that gap.
Got you.
You need to smooth all the way around. Does take time to do, but you can see the idea. All right.
Well, we have actually got the liquid clay because we had it on the show.
Fun.
Yeah, we had it on the show recently because I had it with, and we hadn't seen it before. Now the code is, for those of you because we haven't got the graphics yet, the code is QYDU08. It's 60 millilitres of the liquid clay that Deb's just used there, and we're taking it. We're going to pop it at the bottom of the screen for you. Oh, hang on, we're just checking how naughty we can be. £7, you look at things with the liquid clay, and 50 pence. Don't usually go to 50p, do we?
Wow.
£7 and 50p.
That's very cheap.
Yeah, I know, I'm not gonna. That's cheap. So we're just going to pop it at the screen. We just popped the E6000. I'm going to just take that off for a second. It's still available on the website.
Wow.
There you go, look. QYDU08. It's the Kato Clear Medium Liquid Polymer Clay, 60ml, £7 and 50 pence. So I've just popped that up on the screen. So there you go, lovelies.
Fabulous. Now, somebody asked, how do you put the holes in?
Yes, they did.
Excuse me rummaging in my little Aladdin's cave here.
Very organised, aren't you, Deb?
I think it's doing the classes, the teaching, you know.
Yeah, you have to be, don't you?
You have to be. Saying that, I don't know if I've got the drill bits with me, but there I have.
She has.
Now, I don't know if we've got this. We had it in the big toolkit. I think we've got the, might be on the website, or we did have some drills in. These are little drills that you can pick up again from any DIY store. I wouldn't have done this unless anybody asked about drilling, but that lady had.
Okay.
Thought I'd show you. Also, if you wear glasses, sometimes you have the little drills to the side of your glasses. Just the same, just fine. Or Dremel, that's even better.
We do love the Dremel.
Oh, we do. So you take a drill bit, pop it in, like so. Take the back, bearing in mind this might slide around because this hasn't been baked or what have you. You have to rebake it once you put that clay in between. And then you just use your drill and you go in one side, take it out, in t'other side, like so. Take it out. And then you can use a piece of wire to push through. As long as it's straight, it will go in and out. And that's how you hang your
jewellery macaroon.
Yes, absolutely. Jewellery macaroon. Remember those flying saucers? Remember
Yeah,
that
do you
one?
remember?
Yeah.
My mum used to love
Flying
those.
saucer.
And do you remember sweets and you just put them in your mouth and they just melted and they were all like pastel blues and pinks and...
I do.
Yes, you can still get flying saucers.
Oh, yes, you can.
Like at the weekend, I took a big tub of sweets to this 8th birthday party. All the kids, what's the first thing they go for? Not the dib-dabs,
No.
not the Swizzlers, drumsticks. Every time. Bang,
Yeah.
straight in.
You
Should
do.
just do a box of drumsticks, be much happier. So thank you for that, my lovely.
okay.
We did promise some
Yep.
alternative silk screens, didn't we, lovely?
We did.
So this is it's the polka dot, really, isn't it? Yeah. So this is 4 by 5 inch. So 4 by 5 inch, a silk screen, and this will give you a lovely. You've actually used this polka dot in your design, haven't you?
Used all the silk screens on that design.
You have,
yes.
yeah. So if I just show the necklace as well, and just turn it onto the side, the very first bead here with those fancy ring connectors as well. There's your polka dot. That looks lovely, doesn't it? Oh, I do like that. But as you say, if you look after these and you wash them as soon as you've used them,
They'll
these last you
years.
years. Okay.
Absolutely, yes. These are a different quality. I would say that the Sculpey kit is a fabulous starter kit.
Yeah.
If you then enjoy it, these are the next stage up.
Yeah.
These are fabulous. I've seen people use these in classes and cut them into 4 for classes because
Oh, that's a good idea.
you'd never do a pendant that big,
No,
would
of course you
But if
wouldn't,
you're
no.
doing jewellery, you can cut this into 4 and really get some wear out of them and give them away to classes and do little kits for people to make their own silk screening. Think
Yeah.
you could sell them really.
You might do one that big if you were a giant.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
card making. You could do that on the back of a card.
Yeah, they're lovely. Okay, lowest ever price
It's
ever.
a really good price. That is an excellent price.
$7.95.
Yeah, I can't get them for that.
There you go. Heard it here. Deb Bulford told her. Deb Brilliant Bulford. We've renamed you today. That's it. We've got some other screen. We've got 2 more coming up for you as well. 2 different patterns, but we're going to come back to the lovely Deb because we're all fascinated.
Right, another one I'm going to do is the one that looks like a ceramic or a piece of porcelain or whatever.
This one here, I'm
which
guessing.
is ever so easy to do. And this I've used the carving tools.
Okay,
for.
we've got those coming up as well.
Okie doke. So all I've done is I've used the white shiny clay. And I've used some of the carving tools. Some of the carving tools have been covered in polymer clay, you see.
Yeah, you have, haven't you?
So this was given to me actually, it's lovely. So some of the carving tools are brilliant for doing this sort of thing. So I'm just going to do like a stem and some little branches.
Yep.
And then use the curved one to do the petals. You use the curve of it to curve around to do petal.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Okay. And then I'm just going to use just a normal knitting needle just to do the centre of a flower and then the petals just going around. So you can do, there is a carving tool with this shape, but I don't think I've got that with me. I just picked up a couple. And then I'm just going to draw in the petals of the flower. You can do all sorts of things with these. If people do dragons, you can do the scales on a dragon, you can do the hair of a mermaid, you can do the fur on a teddy bear. You can use these to do all sorts of things.
Yeah.
All sorts of things. So you can start to do your own design.
These carving kits are great. Lovely.
You just have fun.
Yeah.
You know, you just have
Your artistic
fun.
side just comes out. All you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then I've used the acrylic paints
Okay.
to... Don't worry, I will clean your tile.
It's
It's
okay.
not my tile.
It's all right.
Then you paint
We know
this
where you live.
on. You paint this on
Okay.
and leave it to just dry for a second, and then you put that in the oven, and that
All
will
right.
bake it on the front. It's like a piece of china, really.
Yeah.
And then you take your sanding paper when you take it out, and you sand the excess off.
Okay.
All right. So then you're just left with. Let me do it with the coarser sandpaper. Do it quicker. So then you're just left the pattern in the crevices. This is lovely for doing the blue and white paints, like what do they call it? Is it a willow? I don't know what they call it now. The blue and white china.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
Yes, I do know what you mean. The name's eluding me at the moment.
Yeah.
Will come
you can
to
do
me.
patterns with acrylic paints in the blue and the white. Sorry, move that out of the way.
It is blue willow, isn't it?
Is it willow?
Blue? I think it might be blue willow. Willow does ring a bell.
Yeah. And then you just literally rub off the excess. I've only done that very, very quickly. And then you're left with all the paints in the crevices.
Wow.
And then it looks a little bit like a piece of china. I know that's done ever so quickly.
No, that's lovely.
But you can do some really intricate designs. Anybody who likes Zentangle, who likes drawing onto paint and onto clay and all these colouring books that are around at the moment.
Yeah, they've suddenly become massive.
You can push all the designs into your white clay, get all your different acrylic paints, paint them in, rub it off, and then you've got your pattern, Zentangle pattern, or a Zentangle look pattern. Do you know what I mean? You can do all sorts of things like this.
Oh, brilliant.
Butterflies and things like that. Really pretty.
Well, should we show the
Yep.
Do you want to do the silk screen or the carving kit? We'll do the carving kit. So Jewellery Maker branded, okay, and as you've just seen, I mean, there are actually, just show you, look, that's the Jewellery Maker actual branding there. Nice little, very compact this. And there you have it. Your gorgeous, and they're double-ended, look. Every single one of them. So it's the deluxe clay carving set. The case itself is actually leather, okay, so it's real leather. And you get 12 pieces, but the beauty is, as you can see, double-ended. Okay, on every set. So 24 tools, really, if you think about it.
Yeah, and they're really good quality.
Yeah. Oh,
really
brilliant.
good.
They're absolutely brilliant. Have you got one of these, Deb?
I have.
Thought you might. I had a sneaky feeling you might, Deb. I can't imagine there's any of these things that you haven't actually got, Deb. If not in multiples.
Yes.
Oh, it makes you think. It makes you think about going to the dentist, doesn't it?
I know, but they're that quality. They're that top quality of tool.
Goodness gracious
they really
me.
are.
They're lovely. And they've got the nice grip as well. You'll actually feel when you get these home, you'll actually feel the actual grip section in the middle. So that you see there, look, that textured section in the
nice
middle.
to use. They're handled really well.
Yeah, got a nice weight to them as well. They feel really, well, just feel high calibre. That's why it's the deluxe one. Okay, so let's really look after you. Should be price on Jewellery Maker today, $12.95. Which, if you think about it, the leather case, $12.95, and it's a leather case as well. 12 tools, but double-ended. So $12.95 is where we should be. Okay, let's do what we did on the polymer clay machine. Let's take it down to under £10. Let's give you your post and packaging free of charge. $2.95.
That's such good value. Really such good value.
Lovely gifts as well, aren't they, for people?
They are, because that will take you through your polymer clay, your silver clay. In fact, I would use half for silver and half for polymer. Yeah. Because you can't contaminate the two. So I would use that for silver clay, polymer clay. If you do candle carving, some people do the carving of the candles and the wax, or if you just do air dry, proper, clay carving, they are that quality tool. You'll be able to use them for that as well.
Wouldn't have thought about candle carving. Good idea.
Or icing if you do cake making.
Oh, yeah.
That sort of
In
thing.
fact, my cousin's just bought one of these because she makes fabulous cakes and she's just got a set of these for that reason. So $9.95, brilliant. Well done to Julie, to Joy, to Anne, Alice and Angie, Justine, Kate, Fiona, Collected, Jane, Catherine. If you've been coveting this thinking, oh, I'd love it, but I can't stretch, well, we've just taken the post and packaging off and given
Really
it a
good.
Now, we've had another question come in, lovely girl.
Go on then.
She went, go on then. Right then, so this is from our lovely Jan in Worcestershire, just down the road. Debbie, will the wire come out easily after baking, or do you mean use the wire, which is the actual feature of the piece?
You pass me the necklace
I think it's on this
over,
one. Yeah.
And I'll show you. If I turn it around to the back, you'll see.
Thank you.
I've actually used a piece of wire, pushed it through and actually looped it, and then used that to thread through my beading thread. So that stays in your design.
Ah, okay.
Okay. But if you do have a design where you need to push wire through and then pull it out, it comes out ever so easily.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
so easily.
Okay. So I hope that answers your question, lovely Jane.
Is that all right?
Thank you, lovely girls. I'll pop that back.
Oops.
It's all right, my darling. Michelle in
A bit
Kent has just
weird.
said, hello, ladies. Oh, we'll take that, won't we, Deb? We'll take that every time. Hello, ladies. Debbie, what is the difference between this carving set and the one in a roll?
Nothing. Just that one has a really nice set. If you're going to carry it around with you, it's a washable outside. It's a nice gift. We used to have the ones in a roll, and then we upgraded it to this.
So basically, it's the carry case.
It's the carry case, yes.
Yeah. So that's the tools essentially the same, but one is a roll and one is leather. So one is sort of, you know, I mean, I think if you sort of, if you're sort of on your travels, the roll fits great in a bag, doesn't it? But then again, if you want something that's a little bit more,
yeah, the carving tools are very sharp.
Yeah.
And I know with the plastic rolls, sometimes when you've used it a lot, it can crack.
Yeah.
And also some of the tools are very, very sharp and can come through. But that's for people in a workshop to take them out of the packaging and keep them in their own pot or something. Yeah. Whereas here you don't need to. Exactly. You really don't need to.
Yeah. And this is just a
it's
zip.
Nice and safe.
Nice and safe and got good protection to it. Okay, so a bit like if you had a jewellery roll or a jewellery box.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing, really. And, Jane just said in Worcester, she said, the tools are fab. I'm going to buy me some to go with my new clay. Yay, she says. They are making my teeth go a bit funny. That's what they, because I said, it makes you think about going to the dentist. You just haven't got the little, you're just missing the little mirrored one, aren't you?
I know.
Right, thank you, Jane. Circles. This one, I think. That one. Yeah. Okay, so another one of the silk screens for you. I like the colour of these as well. They're a lovely colour, aren't they? I know that's irrelevant, but I just like them. It's like I like all the blue handles of our tools. And now this is classed as lots of lovely circles. Yes,
that's one of my designs.
Is this one of yours as well?
I just like that. I've got a texture sheet with that pattern as well. But that's a lovely Victorian-y sort of looking pattern, and it just looks like a flower when it's printed. It's really pretty.
Beautiful,
I like that.
Beautiful, really lovely. Gorgeous. So again, is this the same thing again where you have like that side and then there's the dull side?
This is the opposite way around it. But you can see, if you look at it very, very closely and you run your nail across, you can feel that side, the more intense colour side is the bit that's been etched, so you have to put it the other way around. But there's a sheet of instructions that go with this that explains which side to use.
Lovely. Okay. So just read the instructions. Okay, so $7.95 on this one, which is beautiful circles. They're 4 by 5 inch. Okay, and then irregular lines we're going to bring to you next. Okay, I like that idea. Irregular lines. Ooh.
This one is one of the most useful ones with the spots, because you can put the spots on top of this, or do these at an angle and then print it again on top, and you get a crisscross design, almost like a piece. And also, if you graduate them, almost like a piece of wood, like a grain of a wood. Yeah. It really is a useful one to use. This one.
Okay. And what sort of paints can you?
All acrylic.
All
paints.
Acrylics again, still.
All acrylic paints. It doesn't matter what make they are, as long as they're a thick acrylic paint, they'll be fine. But again, these will last you forever.
And it's the same thing again with these, where you can put them onto resin, polymer clay, silver clay, all that again.
I've done a lot of work with leather with them, and in my silk screening workshop, we actually silk screen silks, and then we silk screen the clay, and the silks go inside. Yeah. So you can use it on the silks, on the clay, on top of resin, on top of your aluminium. You could do it on top of a collar, or a cuff. You could silk screen a cuff. You could silk screen anything that it's going to actually stick to. It's fine. Wow,
they look gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So $7.95 again. $7.95 again. Now we've got 5 minutes left. Is there anything you would like to share with us first? I know you didn't expect that, did you?
I didn't actually.
You didn't?
No, I didn't. What
do you think?
Me to do? I don't know.
I'm just. Yeah. What about the cane work?
Okie doke.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, we'll have a go at doing that.
Is that okay? Sorry to put you on the spot there, Deb.
Not at all. Right, cane work. I've actually done this in a larger version of it. So, you saw how we did the flower earlier.
Yeah.
And this cane was made, in fact, to get the cane, there's the finished cane. I'll put that on the end.
This one for the bracelet.
Is that easy for you to see? That's the finished cane. But each section, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections, was made out of, put that one there, of that.
Looks like a piece of steak.
It does actually, yes. So if I take that and I wrap it in the white clay, take the burgundy, wrap it in white. Let me just cut that off a minute. Make sure you clean your clay rollers as well. Mine's absolutely filthy. Dreadful. So cut that in half, and then wrap it again in the gold.
Yep.
You can see how useful the clay roller is. It's done in seconds, absolutely seconds. And then wrap it in the gold. Like so. And then I pinched the top. Pinch and pinch and pinch and pinch and pinch. So you've got a fat bit and a thin bit.
Okay.
All right. We cut the end. 1, 2. and then rolled it like that. So it makes a little curl on the top, okay? So that is that bit. If I put that down by it.
Oh yeah, brilliant. Gosh, you did that quick, Deb.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then the other bit.
Can I have mine medium rare, please?
Just looks a bit like a piece of steak, doesn't it? It really does, actually, looking at it there. You're quite right. And then the rest was just some burgundy wrapped again in white. Quickly do that.
Just so quick with the machine, isn't it?
Oh,
so quick.
It just does it for you. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, that's why we love our Jewellery Maker tools, because it just makes the job so much quicker and easier.
Yeah, absolutely. So it might not turn out exactly the same, because I haven't got time to do the whole thing.
We did throw this at you, Deb, to be fair.
It's all right. I'm just going to do something that's very, very similar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to put those 4 together.
Yep.
And I'm just going to put those on the top of here. And I'm going to make that into a triangle. So whenever you're doing your canes, try and put them into either a triangle or a square, and then they'll all fit together.
Okay.
So if I then cut that in half, and then I can fit that together.
I'd love to see that.
Okay, because that looks quite nice by
That's
itself.
gorgeous,
Actually. It's
yeah.
like a plume of feathers almost, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
lovely.
a medal.
Yeah.
And then if I pull that again and cut it in half and do it again.
Wow. Oh, it's brilliant.
See how easy it is to make up your canes with something that's done in seconds, really. So if I just do 2 or 3 slices of this.
It's like magic, isn't it?
And fit them together on my tile. 1, 2,
Oh, yeah.
3. One more.
Oh, that is amazing.
Not the same as that cane, but then you need to make it smaller and smaller, and eventually you get down to something like that. But you can see the idea that you keep going, keep going. Every single cane that you do, you won't be able to duplicate.
So it's like an amylite. Every single one will be unique.
Every single one is unique.
Yeah.
And you just need to keep working it until it gets smaller and smaller. But you can see the idea until you get it down to that size.
Wow. That is absolutely... I just think it's fascinating. But as you can see why it becomes so addictive.
Oh, it really does become addictive. And I can lose days. I really can. I can lose absolute days.
How long have you been doing it, Deb?
Oh, dear me. Probably 10, 12... About 12 years.
Really? Wow.
10, 12 years.
Gosh.
I've always made my own jewellery and what have you, but clay in particular.
Clay in particular, yeah.
So if I do the cut it in half, see the smaller it gets, the more intricate it is, that sort of thing.
Wow.
So
that is brilliant, thank you.
That's all right, and then I just wrapped mine in black and that was it. Yeah. It's a completely different pattern, but you can see the idea.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you so much. Sorry we threw you through.
No,
see, throw that at her. Now, we just talked about the workshop that Deb just did on Saturday. Now, you've got another one on the 28th of February, haven't you?
Yes.
Trinket boxes you're doing.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
So what's that about then?
That's making your own little trinket boxes and what they call inro boxes, which are tiny little like Japanese boxes that are like pendants, but you can take the top off basically.
Wow.
And that's a really lovely one actually, because we're going to be using silk screening and texturing and things like that.
It's all the things we talked about today.
Yeah,
So
really
it's 28th of Feb.
Yeah, it's a different one.
And what you can do is you can either ring in and book the workshop, or you can actually now buy it online. So you can add it to your basket. So yes, if you'd like to book, what's the maximum you can have on your course? Is it about 12 people, is it, or a bit less?
I prefer to have 8 to 10.
8 to 10.
Only because with a roller and everything else, there's much room.
Okay, right, okay. Yeah. So there is still space available at the moment, but if you're quick, you might just be able, and you'll have a fabulous day. You have a great lunch as well, and you sometimes get to come in and visit the studio and everything.
You
It's
do.
brilliant, so it's good fun. So if you'd like to book that, either go online or give us a call, and you can get that booked. Okay. Right then, in 1 hour's time, we are going to bring you our deal of the day. We're going to have a little sneaky peek.
Oh, gorgeous.
That is a knockout black spinel. Thank you to Deb for that wonderful, wonderful, wonderful demonstration. The brilliant, oh no, hang on, I've got to get it the right way around. We've renamed her today, Debbie Brilliant Bulford. Oh yes. Okay, right then, thanks Deb.
It's okay.
Oof. Aventurine. Oh, it always makes me think of jade. It always does. Brilliantly faceted again. I know we talk about the facet work, but basically facets are going to give you that sparkle. The light if that were a smooth round or a plain round, as we refer to them, it would still look lovely, but it would be sort of more of a, it would be just more flat. Whereas when the facets and those junctions capture the light look, they grab the light and they kind of just ricochet it like a pinball machine back at you. It's incredible. Now, big carat weight here, because now I mean, the average, you know, if you think the average size for a gemstone, really, probably your most standardised would be 6 mil. Well, this is double. This is 12 millimetre. Gorgeous, in fact. We're talking over 1,000 carats there in total, over 1,000, because it's 356 carats each. I'm thinking these, I mean, we're talking about the black spinel. Imagine those with the black spinel deal of the day coming up later. That green is so unusual. You think of the emeralds and the chrome dark sides and the peridots. That green is about as unique as you could possibly wish for. It's totally unusual. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, pretty greens. If you're like me and you love your greens, then this is just lush, absolutely. Now, 17.85 is where we should be. Okay, that makes them $6.95 a strand. That's your baseline price. How about we take that to $3.99 a strand? Should we do that? Oh, I wish the camera could have been on your face then, Deb. That was a proper, she looked at me then, she went, didn't you? Oh, she's still doing it, look. That's, that.
If you could make a couple of stretches out of each of those, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
You wouldn't sell those for £1 something or other, would you?
No.
Goodness.
But that's the great thing. If you do sell your jewellery, this is the great thing though. And your customers won't know what you paid for the findings, for the beading threads, the elastic, the gemstones. They'll never know. They'll have no idea. So you don't have to sit there thinking, oh, I only paid $11.95 for them. Absolutely not, because you shouldn't have done. You know, we should be $6.95 a strand. So that is incredible. Absolutely. I'll show you on the neckline. They're big. They're 12 mil. Now look at that green versus the black of my top.
That's lovely.
I mean, imagine we had earlier, Deb, those lovely brand new, well, I've not seen them before, those lovely spacers. Gorgeous. That rope spacer in the yellow gold plated sterling silver. Imagine sort of 3 of those at the front there.
I've said this before, but when I first joined Jewellery Maker, the first ever kit I saw Linda make, the first day I came, she had aventurine and black onyx. Oh. And it's the most beautiful kit I've ever seen. Still now, I can still remember it. I really still remember it. Yeah. Had that big an impact. Yeah. Well, don't forget as well, we've either got the black spinel deal of the day, or we had the double-stranded black agates earlier as well. Black with green is magical. It really, really is gorgeous. Well done, everybody. Big. Okay, right then. Now, if you're one of the 50% of the population where blue is your favourite colour, then I've got a treat for you. Sodalite. I love Sodalite. Really they just make me beam. There's something so fascinating about Sodalite. They've got this sort of denim blue. That sort of lovely deep, all different colours of denim there almost. They're completely natural. They're from Canada, and they've got these sort of calcium whites in them. And we were talking about, I think we were talking about the willow sort of Wedgwood pattern earlier in China, and that's their sort of reflective. That's what these colours sort of make you think of. Lovely bone. Have you got any bone china? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. These are, I would say, a stash item for your summer.
Absolutely.
Because, you know, we say every year, blue and white, nautical comes in.
Every year.
It doesn't matter what the fashion is, this comes in. And you wear this with your blue jeans, your white T-shirt, and out you go in the summer. Perfect.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Now, I love wearing my jeans. Nice top, as you said, nice and blue and white every single year. All the different clothing designers, jewellery designers, there will be nautical. And look at that. That is a massive, massive stash. But because the white calcium, with the white calcium within, that's what breaks up that blue. It's just fascinating. Wonderful, wonderful colour. Yeah, and you think it's almost like a summer sky, isn't it? Oh yeah. So 3 lots of 390 carats. So by my calculation, that's 1,170 carats. I think I've got that right. Oh, we have as well. Right then, and we're going to do it again. A brilliant, fantastic deal for you, just $7.95. Let me put that in my hand just to show you what an absolute mountain of genuine gemstones you've got there. And as our lovely Deb said, perfect for the summer. Absolutely, just perfect. And I tell you what, if 2015 was anything to go by, we'll be in the summer in the blink of an eye, won't we, Deb?
We will.
Oh.
Those would be lovely, just twisted together, just as a really big statement necklace, wouldn't
Shall I show you that? Shall I do that?
Yeah, go on, twist it down.
Okay. Martha's a big fan of the twist.
Yeah.
She likes a twist.
Twist them or pluck them or something. I just think that it means that they stick out as they should do. They all sort of fight against each other.
Let me show you this.
I think they're amazing. Look at
Look at
that's
that.
fabulous.
Isn't that brilliant? Look at that.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, yes. Look at that. She's absolutely right. We just twisted that together. Wicked. Absolutely brilliant. Gorge. I love Sodalite. Something so fresh about Sodalite.
It's nice.
Oh, Maggie, our director, do you know what she just said?
So delightful.
So delightful. I did come on earlier when I handed over with Eleanor and said she said she got kyanite. I said kyanite, believe that. Okay. So we have got some really exceptional gemstones coming up in the next hour. We have got the gemstone of love and passion and romance with Valentine's Day looming. We have got that incredible strand. Oh my goodness me, I can't take my eyes off it. Deb's just fallen head over heels in love. I can see by her. Adore it. I'm guessing that's for the ruby and not me, but there you go. And then imagine popping those rubies with that black spinel. Deal of the day. That black spinel is coming up at 4:45, so about 45 minutes. No way! Martha, the black spinel's going under 20. 142 carats of black spinel and we're going under £20. A bit tad bizarre, but there you go. That's your deal of the day in 45 minutes. Got that incredible calibre of ruby. And then a multicoloured sapphire. Look at this. Multicoloured, look at that. Ooh, yes. Ruby, emerald and sapphires, and again we're going to amaze you here. We're going under £20 on this as well. I don't believe it. Okay, well done. Right then, we've got one more out with you, myself and lovely Debbie, so please don't go anywhere. We've got lots more to show you. We've got the deal of the day, black spinel. We've got that incredible ruby. We've got ruby, emeralds and sapphire in one strand, and I've got some beautiful strands that we've not even mentioned to you yet. So please join us the other side of this break and we'll be right back with you.